What has been the most surprising thing that has happened in our marriage that you did not expect? The most surprising thing. It can be positive or it can be negative. It can be whatever you want. But the most surprising thing you did not expect.
Hmm.
So many things.
So many things that were surprising that I did not expect.
So many things. Y'all don't even know. So many things.
And I have 20 years to play down.
I know, right?
I can't say that I didn't expect for us to move from Louisville, Kentucky, because I expected that.
You expect us to leave Louisville?
Yeah, I expected that. Because in my heart of hearts, I knew that whatever man that God had for me was going to take me away from Louisville, Kentucky.
Okay, we sitting there wearing Louisville gear, and it sounds like you hating on Louisville.
No,
I'm just saying it sounds like you hating on Louisville.
I lived there my whole life.
Right.
But I felt a heavy drawing, like it was going to be getting me out of the area. Okay. And I didn't know where I was going to end up, but, and then, So I can't say the moving part. That was a given.
Okay.
The I will say the one thing I know for sure, without question, is that God told you to tell us to leave here and go back to Louisville and start a church.
That episode
totally did not.
That episode is one you definitely need to watch.
Yeah.
Oh my God. That's an episode right there.
Yeah.
We might need to do that one next.
Absolutely. That totally. I'm like, are you sure? Did you heard him clearly? I mean, I don't question you, but
no, but you know what though? I wasn't wrong. I think that was just part of the journey. I think that was a
part of the journey that caught me by.
Well, listen, it caught us all by
surprise. It was totally unexpected. There wasn't nothing that I could say.
Yeah.
Oh, I believed it. Lloyd's gonna say no. Didn't see that.
Especially how it turned out.
Right.
That was the part that we didn't expect. Like we thought, okay, God told us to do this, and it's gonna turn out great, and everything's gonna be good. But we didn't see what he was seeing, but we needed it though. When you think about it, we needed that time, but it was hard.
No, we didn't need it all the time. There's some time we.
Well,
I'm just saying, some of those you can have.
Yeah.
You can have some of that time back.
But I go back to my original statement. Everything we've been through has gotten us to this place. So maybe we did need that time. Maybe we were so stubborn that in our thinking at that time that we didn't know, and God had to use that time to deprogram us a little bit. Be like, okay, y'all just gone. I need y'all to get that out your system. And we did. We did.
Oh,
it's out there now for sure. So yeah, it's out. Okay. So that was my question. Okay, that's your question. That was a good question. That was a good answer. That was a good answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey everybody, football might be over for this season, but basketball is in full steam for both pro and college hoops. We are on the other side of the All-Star game. We're about a couple of weeks away from March Madness, and we got it all at betonline.ag. From the latest odds, totals, player performance, props to where the next fired coach is going to land. BetOnline is the number one spot for all your sports betting needs. So head over to the website and use your mobile device to sign up today and receive your 50%. Is it percent? It's percent. But I like percent. 50% because it's going to make you rich because you never mind. Welcome bonus. It's a welcome bonus on your first deposit. So just use our promo code BELIEVE, BLEAV, to get started. It's not just basketball. BetOnline is your source for hockey, boxing, and UFC odds right to the Olympic coverage. It is the best in the business, even though the Olympic coverage is actually over. But from sports right down to your favorite Vegas casino games, BetOnline is your number one online wagering destination. So head over to BetOnline, the fastest and easiest way to wager on all your favorite sports and play your favorite games. It's BetOnline, where the game starts. Yo.
Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Yeah. Can I make you groove now? Yes, I can. So you can get this groove in a bag of again. But to make it round the world, and it holds in your hand. Popcorn World. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. 250 flavors gonna make you smile. I said popcorn make you smile. Ah. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. Popcorn World. It's a popcorn world. The popcorn world. What's that saying? Breaking down the rumor and swelling out. Speaking for the people who must go around. Taking truth to power with a whisper and a shout. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, talking noise. Hey yeah, say it again, say we're talking noise. Yeah, talking noise. Really don't have time to fool around. Never noise keeps us under. When truth divine, the sound that you hear is a sign of success. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, talking noise. Yeah, picking up all the time. We're talking noise. Oh yeah, talking noise. Say it again. We're talking noise.
Welcome to Talkin NOIZ, the daily podcast that brings you up to speed and keeps you informed about real issues affecting real people. With your host, Mr. Talkin NOIZ himself, Lloyd Spence. His beautiful wife, Mrs. Noise, Kenyatta Spence. The ever-informed Brother Noise, Alan Brown. And yours cordially, Uncle Noise, Shake Anderson. Come on in and join us as we reveal and opine today's most pressing issues. Real truth while having real fun. Talkin NOIZ is in your house right now. So sit back and enjoy Talkin NOIZ.
We're talking noise. Talking noise. We're talking noise. Talking noise. We're talking noise. Talking noise.
2, 1, ready, come on.
Not getting hustled, not getting hustled.
We gotta give me your surprise.
Making a way when you down.
Every lady, you don't want to fix me.
Good time. Good times. Hey, we lucky we got on.
Never not bring your Yo, y'all know what it is. It is, in case you missed it, Monday, but it's Tuesday. It's gonna be a wild one because we got some weird stories. It's only because of the weird stories we got. But I'm ready for it. I'm here for it. I signed up for it. Look at Albie. It's Albie. That's how
What's up, my Nubian peoples?
What up, bro? How you living, man?
Large.
I don't know how to take that. I don't.
It has multiple meanings.
Oh, my goodness.
However you take it's probably going to be accurate.
I don't want to take it like that because if I have to take it like that for you, I got to take it like that for myself, and I don't want to take that. Even though I just had a bowl of cereal and some muffin.
That's exactly what I just had like 20 minutes ago.
Did you really? Wow.
Rice checks, baby.
I had cinnamon checks. You and me will never part, my cool guys. Okay. All right. Mama Noise is here. Why you got a stern face?
I'm still trying to get over the word that Al said, how he was living.
He said he was living large, and you can take that however you like.
Yeah, but he was like, if whatever way you take it, it's probably accurate. And
Flex on him, Al. Al is flexing, Mama Noise. Let Al flex in the way that he so chooses to flex on this day that the Lord has made, and let us enjoy.
I can't dictate or determine how anybody takes it.
You can't. You just got to listen how he does it and flex is his business.
I think it just gets worse. So let's move on.
You know what it is? It's because we haven't called the church to worship. So, noisemakers, we see you coming up in the chat. We see you pulling up in the parking lot. Some of you are a little late. We ain't gonna lie. Some of you are a little late. That's all right. Al's gonna call the place to worship. Al, what do you want? Do you want the same solemn thing, or do you want like something more up tempo?
No, that's fine. I'm just gonna tell folks, tarry not.
Okay.
Don't tarry. Yield not to temptation.
Yes.
Run. Come. It's in case you missed it Monday on a Tuesday, and we gonna make some noise like we always do. So grab your bulletin and your pew. Your fan in your hand. Get to your seat as fast as you can. Come on, let's make some noise.
Thank you, Al. Thank you. I appreciate
it. My phone goes off and I have to mute it. Mutual apologies.
I appreciate that. No. The phone, we didn't even hear it. First of all, Chad, you're not gonna judge our life. That's what you're not gonna do, okay, buddy? Yes, we had cereal. Ain't nothing wrong with cereal. But it become a bad thing.
And I'm not an old man. I'm a rebel because I put regular milk in my cereal.
Are you listening? You
So
are.
I'm living on
You
the
are
edge,
You
Chad.
out here. You are out here dangerously because I will not let my stomach will be toe up from the floor if I put
Yes, sir.
regular
It's
milk.
the last off day, so I got a few hours to play with.
Hallelujah. Are you enjoying it?
I've done nothing today. I've done nothing.
That's actually the best kind of vacation when you don't
It's
have
raining and raining and raining, and it's going to be flooding and flooding and flooding. So
Really? See, I got a serious rain going on.
I think they're saying like a couple of inches an hour. It's been raining since the wee hours of the morning.
Wow. All right. Well, we do have breaking news as we come on the show today. So before we get to all the fun stuff that we're going to talk about, we do have some breaking news. It only took them 4 hours to decide that the 3 men that took the life of Ahmaud Arbery, Gregory, and Travis McMichael, and their dumbass neighbor, William Roddy Bryan, they were all who are already serving a life prison sentence. They were all convicted of a hate crime today. It took the jury 4 hours to come together, and probably 2 hours of that was paperwork. So we're thankful for that. I'm not sure what this really means. Does this mean that they take their life, or I don't know what this means, but they have been convicted of hate crimes, according.
My understanding, one of the 3 would have been eligible for parole eventually, and this sentence ensures that
never going to happen.
Quite possibly, and at least it ensures that if a state court of appeals should happen to overturn the state court's decision, that they still got time, lots of time behind prison. So,
got you. So they're going to do time regardless of how this all turns out. So that's good. That's awesome. We didn't talk about it last week, but the lady who was convicted in the Dante Wright crime, Kim Potter, am I getting that right?
mm-hmm.
She actually did not get the time that most of us thought she should have gotten. She only got 2 years, which means she's probably only going to serve 18 months, I think it is. 16.
Eligible for parole after 16 months of good behavior.
Yeah. Which so she I would have to think that she probably feels like she got a win in that, while the rest of us feel like we just got proverbially kicked in our balls. So it sucks. That part sucks that we're still going back and forth to decide what justice is in this country, that there's not a more uniformity or clarity as it relates to crimes against people as opposed in matters of race, that we have not clearly defined what a hate crime is for everyone, and more importantly that our police department is still so greatly protected against crimes. I thought about this earlier, and I said, "Wow, look how much easier it is to convict a non-police officer than it is a police officer. With a police officer or non-police officer, they were able to give them life sentences and federal hate crimes and all kinds of things. But with a police officer, 2 years. So it's a tough situation, but hopefully this is still a march towards a measure of equality and progress. So there we go. As Cuz comes in. Cuz, what, did you just clear your throat? Is that what you're doing? Okay, you just want us to let us know you were here, or you really had actual stuff in your throat?
Good morning, Mama Noah's. How are you doing this morning?
You know, you can't ignore me when I'm asking you questions. See, that's why the Lord didn't even like what you did. That's why you over here sneezing.
Mama Noise, you doing okay this morning?
I am. Thank you.
Oh, won't he do
Mama
it?
Noise, ask him why he's clearing his throat out live on air.
So what now?
Why are you cleaning your throat out live on air? Pastor?
Mama Noise, you doing okay this morning?
You know what? This ninja here.
God is good. God is good. Amen.
Yes, he is.
Deke, you all right this morning?
Yes, brother pastor. How are
You know what?
sir?
You the only member of this church that walks into the church late and then want to start high-fiving members while the pastor's trying to open the door.
I heard how you opened that service, Deacon. It moved my spirit. I just want
I'm
you to
move
know
something else, nigga. You better get your act together today. Why you clear your throat on the air?
I think I have some residual leftover from this weekend.
I didn't need to know that. You know what?
You asked. Now.
I mean, I don't know what you were asking for.
On behalf of
You asked.
all the noisemakers, I apologize for pressing that question. That was my fault. I will take that one. I will own that one.
Remember, we had a conversation on this here podcast.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
Not too long ago that, some men like it bald.
Oh, man.
It's good to see you, Spoon.
I did not walk. Oh, wow.
Pastor Spoon, I'm glad you could join us.
Mama Norris, I want you to know, Mama Norris, today is going to be a good day. No problems from me at all. I'm going to act right today.
Wise.
After what you just said,
I didn't say nothing wrong.
Wise.
I didn't say anything wrong.
Yeah, you did. You said he's going to act good today. We know that shit's not true.
No, I mean, did I say something wrong this morning? No.
It's so sad is that you don't even know that you be saying stuff.
Give it a minute. We got some time.
Glory to his name.
Hallelujah. So anyway, that's the news, the hardcore news, breaking news. But we got some other news that we want to discuss today. As it is, in case you missed it Monday, but it's Tuesday. But I do have, before we get to that, we do have some church announcements. So I don't have an old church lady voice. I might have let me see. Well, Pastor. Yeah, I got one, but I'm not gonna use it.
I'll be happy to do the announcements.
You don't know what the announcements are.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm just saying, I know how to do
Okay, well, let's see what you got. There's 3 church announcements. Let's see what you got. Do you want to put it up there for you?
How am I supposed
She can't do the old. She doesn't know how.
Oh, you don't know the power. You don't have the power. All right.
She wasn't raised in church. She doesn't know how the old lady.
I thought you said you were gonna be good. Ain't that what your ass said just about 5 seconds ago? I'll be good. No, you didn't make it 5 seconds. Go ahead.
You said I gotta say it like an old church lady?
You just gotta say the announcement.
See what I mean?
Tomorrow is Women Wednesday. Our soror, Tiffany Murphy, will be talking to us about repairing your credit and tax information. She is thebomb.com. Look forward to her hashtag is Tiffany Fix My Life. Go ahead, Tiffany. I hear you.
I said Tiffany Fix My Life.
Time out. You got to use some broken English. You cannot do the whole announcement in proper English.
That's actually true, Mama Noise. You have to.
Okay. I got you. Go ahead.
Are you done with this one?
On Wednesday, tomorrow, we gonna have a Women Wednesday. That's right, Women's Wednesday.
There you go.
Tiffany, soror Tiffany Murphy, she gonna be here, and we want y'all to come out and join us.
Come on.
First of all, that
so
here
that
was
you can be blessed.
Yeah, that here was perfect. That was perfect. Really, it really was. All right, keep going.
And on is this Wednesday, Thursday? Oh, Wednesday. On Wednesday, come on out here, child. Come on out here to join the five. Them brothers of the five, they fine now. They fine. The brothers of the five are fine, and they gonna be here on Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Central, and 4 p.m. on the Pacific coast. And the brothers is gonna chop it up and talk about punching your ticket. I mean, you gotta be here.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, one more.
Believe in the ACC. Y'all got to come on out here on Thursday morning. Thursday morning is the Heisman Trophy winner, Charlie Ward and Kendrick Haskins and Mr. Noise. They gonna be interviewing Malachi. That's the name, you know, just like the book of Malachi. Malachi Wideman on Thursday morning at 9 a.m. Eastern. Come on out and check him out so you can know what's all the hubbub, what's all the talking about Malachi Wideman.
Oh my goodness. I'm particularly excited about Malachi Wideman because he is a wide receiver from Jackson State University.
Fired up, J State.
What just happened? What just happened? Is that what y'all do in Mississippi?
Mama Noise. Oh yeah. Fired up, J State. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Listen,
right.
Mama Noise, that was excellent.
Thank you, because Mr. Noise didn't say that.
I was gonna get to it. That was amazing. I especially like the way you said moaning. That was good. You did good. And Charlie Ward, Charlie
Malachi into the Bible. There you go.
Yeah, you did good. You did good. And yes, you can send that to the GSU chat if you like, Lillian. We don't mind that at all. But should be a fun interview with Mr. Malachi Wideman. So I'm excited about all that. So those are your church announcements. Thank you first, Mother Kenyatta.
No, you can't call me by my first name. You can't call me by my first name. It's gotta be your last name. Nobody goes Mother Dorothy. You gotta say Mother Johnson.
She is correct.
You own it
in church all your life. You know better than that.
Whole life. You can't be popping off saying first names in the
But I'm sleeping with the mother, so that's why
that's not the point. I'm sleeping with the mother.
I'm actually intimate with her.
Anyway,
so when you're sleeping with him, you can call him whatever you want. You can call
that
him.
means you got to get past them white stockings.
Yeah, well, listen, it is a challenge. I won't lie to you, but what we have decided is to take the middle.
Lord,
we don't have no problems. You see what I'm saying? Did my mic go out? I feel like my mic went out.
It sure did, and I'm very grateful. You know,
we're not
contrary to belief. I didn't grow up in the church, but I did serve for a short tenure as a part of the Nurses Guild.
Oh Lord, the nursing
what?
The Nurses Guild.
Oh my goodness.
So I was in all white with the nurses hat on and the white stockings and the white shoes for helping all them people that will fall out in the spirit.
It was hard to get a run in them white stockings, wasn't it?
In those, yeah, because they weren't pantyhose; they were stockings.
They were stockings, right?
They should have been tights because they didn't have no room for runs. There was no run.
Exactly. Okay.
Al, what are you doing? You look like you're frozen.
He's in deep meditation.
Oh, are you in deep meditational prayer right now? Are you praying meditationally?
Whatever that is, no.
I'm thinking about the upcoming year, them Cowboys and the greatness that they're about to display.
Oh my God! You know what? Put down your Kool-Aid for just a few minutes if you don't mind. Goodness gracious. We got others to talk about besides your Cowboys. This guy. I want to talk about Patrick Mahomes' little brother.
He's smaller than Patrick?
I guess.
I think he's taller than Patrick.
Okay. They might be the same size. He's just a lot less muscle.
Well, he's kind of a jerk.
Yeah, I've been hearing some.
For sure.
I've been hearing some stories.
Kind of a.
How
I'm
old is
starting.
he? How old is
He's I don't know. He's a younger brother, but he's really goofy and weird, and he's always doing dumb stuff. And I don't know. He's just a weirdo. Like there's a story out where he was at some concert and he was putting his stuff up to his nose like he was snorting some stuff that he had no business. And then of course he's always trolling people. And then he tried to kiss the girl at the what was it, a party or after a game or something. I mean, just a lot of weird stuff surrounding this dude all the time. And now he's being accused of scamming a small business. And I guess my question to you is, or to all of you today is, at what point, because there's a rumor out there that Patrick Mahomes had a talk with his brother and his fiance, and I'm paraphrasing the conversation. There's some nuances that I don't have that would tie it all together more clear with much greater clarity. So you forgive me as I try to sum it up in a very simplistic and direct way. But he basically told him in no uncertain terms to sit their ass down and shut the fuck up. So it was, again, don't have all the language, but it was they kind of getting on his nerves and they making him look bad like all the time. Like she at the game spraying people after the game with champagne. They didn't ask her to spray, and she at the basketball game and he got to give her the evil eye, and it just seemed like a lot. Like they just doing a lot. So at what point, my question is to the great church, at what point do you really truly tell your family, stop acting like dumbasses, and then you really just make them sit down? What is the best way to do that?
Well, I think it depends on the age now. We need his age before we can start passing.
Okay, fair enough. Let me look up Jackson Mahomes' age.
Is he here in North Texas? Is he over there in Allen? Where is he? Or has he gone to Hollywood? I mean, what's going on?
He's definitely Hollywood with his brother now. He's definitely there with his brother. Okay, he's 21.
21?
He looks like he might be 21, yes.
Okay, because if you just put his name in, all kinds of stories are attached to his name.
I mean, it's always something with this dude.
They like first thing that comes up is controversial TikToks, and Patrick Mahomes is having to deny that he's barred his fiance and brother from the games. Another story. From what I understand, his brother takes a whole bunch of liberties and then like to tell people he's Patrick Mahomes' brother. Right. Yeah, that's right. Do you know who I am? That's exactly right.
Yeah, there was a story last year. He was at a local bar in Kansas City, and he didn't receive the treatment in which he thought he deserved, being Patrick Mahomes' brother. So he threatened. He may have even went further than threatened, and tried to use his social media platform to talk disparagingly to about the establishment, and that backfired. So,
well, Patrick needs to have a talk with him. That my privilege doesn't roll over to you and your situation. Listen. Unless you,
if I'm paying for everything, and you ain't got to pay for nothing, and you got no responsibilities.
Say what now? I'm sorry.
I said, but isn't that not true? If I'm paying for everything and you're not really working, and you ain't got no responsibilities.
I mean, but unless you screwing the quarterback, you can't claim. You like I done said something wrong. I didn't say nothing wrong there. I cleaned that up just for Mama Noise.
You did, and I'm proud.
And I am grateful.
I'm really proud of you.
Glory. I'm gonna do better.
You're right. It seemed like Al's opening did touch you in a special way. That's really beautiful.
I told you. That was
You said it. You was right when you said what you said.
Okay, we still got time.
Oftentimes, I mean, in life in general, people try to ride the coattails of others.
Uh-oh.
That's why that phrase exists, because people try to be on the come up because of what others have done.
Okay.
I mean that whole lifestyle exists totally in England. I mean, I'm born into because of who Mama is, I'm special. So he's just trying to do the same thing here in America because of who Patrick is in Kansas City. He wants to be treated special.
But
I get it.
But special to what? But special to what though? Like, what do you? Okay, you the little brother. I get it. That's nice. But
in America, it's not what you know, it's who you know.
That is true.
And the problem is, who you know doesn't matter as much when you black.
Well, that's the question.
I
don't think he feels like he's black.
Oh,
show the Negro. Show him what?
I don't think he feels like he's black.
Isn't Patrick Mahomes black?
Patrick Mahomes is black, yes.
But his brother is.
He's black. He's black by technicality.
Okay.
But I don't think
he actually looks blacker than Patrick.
Right, but I don't think he feels like he's black.
Well, if he think he can ride the coattail of a black man in this country, then you're right. He doesn't think he's black.
But the thing is, and I understand Ron's question. Yes, he is supposed to bring his brother up with him, but Jackson needs to understand that in that come up, there's also responsibility on your part not to damage my character, not to damage my reputation, not to risk my platform,
right?
Trying to build yours. So,
why are we not following LeBron's playbook? Hadn't he already given us the playbook for this? Didn't LeBron say, "Hey man, I'm about to pay for you to go do some stuff. Go do that and start building your own"?
But look, I mean, just I hate to sound so ignorant, but just look at the Bushes. They rode the coattail of Daddy.
Yeah, but they also got degrees.
Yeah, but George was a drunk.
Well, that's true, but
society forgave him. That which I do as a black man is highlighted. That which I do as a white man is covered up and excused as youth behavior.
So is that what's happening with Jackson? He has just enough white in him to get excused behavior?
Is the boy named Jackson?
Jackson Mahomes, yeah, is what his name.
Okay.
You know, to me, it seems like he thinks that Patrick's not doing enough. Like he thinks, you know, like with all that Patrick has, he should be out balling out of control, doing the most, doing this and doing that. But Patrick is more mature than that. And I feel like he's like, let me, or he acts like he has the money and he's the one that he's the football player and he's the one. So like, in other words, even though he's the brother, he's like, in other words, I got this. I'm the one that's the celebrity. I need y'all to govern yourself accordingly.
But see, Jackson don't have nothing to lose.
Right.
I mean, but look, you guys are from, I mean, not you guys. Mr. Noise, you from Arkansas.
Yeah,
You remember Bill Clinton's brother, don't you?
I do. Roger.
Who was his brother?
Roger Clinton.
He was a nobody that caused trouble, a drunk.
All the time. All the time.
I never heard of this.
He was a grown ass drunk. He wasn't 21.
Yeah. He was Bill Clinton was forever rescuing his rockhead brother from something.
There you go.
Forever.
But is this no different than when guys from the hood be bringing all the hood dudes with them and then be trying to put gold necklaces on all of them? Like all of them are the ones who's winning? And then they be the ones who be trying to start the fight at the club? Or they the ones that throw the first punch and all you supposed to be doing is being the entourage?
It's somewhat like that.
Although
we have to realize or recognize that very few of us have coattail power. We really don't. A select few of us do. Don't misunderstand me. Oprah obviously has coattail power. Michael Jordan obviously has coattail power, and there are others, but not a lot of us have it. We need to be thanking God for where we are and doing our best to bring others along, but to ride the coattails of a black person, doesn't happen that often.
So, in other words, when you're at the game and you look at your wife, or well, not your wife, but your fiance, if you will, and you tell your fiance, "I need you to knock this off."
Have you seen the fiance?
We've all seen the fiance.
Let me see the fiance. Oh, she's a wife. Wait a minute. Is this Patrick or his? Wait a minute.
That's Patrick.
And that's his fiance.
And his financing.
Whatever he told her, this has gone viral several times. And whatever he told her, it was enough for her to be like, "Wow, I can't believe you said that to me," kind of thing.
You can read her lips. He told her no more resting bitch face.
What?
Read her lips. When she turns to tell her friend what he said.
And she said, "Got it."
You about right there, Albie. You about right.
Oh, I read the article. I just sent that to Lloyd. That's exactly what he told her. He told her to lose the resting bitch face.
And he tried to say it with a smile.
Okay, I'm an old guy. I don't know what the resting bitch face is.
I don't either.
Oh.
Yeah, when you got an attitude, you sitting there looking at. They clearly.
I got it. You talking about when the old folks used to say, "Fix your face."
Fix your face.
I got it.
Okay, I'm with you now.
Every time the camera came to him, she had the
stank face.
Yeah, so he's like, "Okay, lose the resting bitch face."
Now, to be completely fair, Brittany Mahomes, is that her name?
Brittany, yeah.
No, she's Brittany Matthews.
Oh,
They're
that's
not
true.
married yet.
They're not married. That's right.
But if Google then already pronounced the man and wife, because if
they need to quit lying.
Patrick's wife, Brittany Mahomes, pops up, and she's not Mahomes.
So she's 26. So Patrick, I think, is the same age as her. I think they're all young. Is my point. They're all very, very young. Yeah, he's 26 as well. So, some of this may just be immaturity from everybody involved, and he's trying to grow up and become the man that he's supposed to become. When somebody's paying you $500 million and you're the quarterback of a franchise.
Again, he has to be that one because he's the one that's got everything to lose. Right. They can continue acting like college kids because they don't have they're not as invested as he is.
Right.
But I do agree with Ron that said it's Patrick's fault. That he did not set boundaries. Like, I think he's letting his brother and his finance just run all willy-nilly instead of setting down. Huh?
A financing.
That's what I said. He need to set them down and have the conversation. I need y'all to get your life together. All this acting a fool. I'm taking care of y'all. Your needs are being met. All this old running the streets, doing the most on TikTok and all this other type of stuff. And then he need to set his brother in order. Bruh, you keep up with this shenanigans, you mess this money up for me, I will cut you off. You ain't gonna be on TikTok doing the most when you ain't got nothing. No money.
At one point, weren't they both banned or suspended from social media?
That was an article.
She's actually in a very dangerous place.
She is.
In this relationship. Very dangerous. Because she technically is not Miss Mahomes yet.
I'm just saying.
And he's a black man worth $500 million.
Bruh.
This is a very easily fixable situation.
Mm-hmm. It can be fixable.
And when you worth $500 million, yeah, your court chances aren't that great either.
I'm just saying she don't understand. She's dispensable.
Because I would think Mama Mahomes would love to have a grandchild.
I mean, disposable.
You're not Mrs. Gates or Mrs. Bezos just yet, so you're not entitled to no paycheck.
That you can get, and then she got the baby, but he can set her over to the side, take care of that baby, and keep it moving.
See, that's where you're wrong. That's where you're wrong. Because Patrick Mahomes has friends in his life like Dwayne Wade who know how to fight for their children and get them and win.
Oh no, we done took the baby today.
I'm just saying she ain't really in a good spot. So this might be the classic shut the fuck up moment.
She thinks she is.
Mama Noise, did you hear what he just said?
What?
If I had said that, you would have rolled your eyes and turned and looked the other.
What?
Equal opportunity.
A lot of people think what Lillian just said. That's been trending in their relationship for quite some time.
I mean, he need a woman that knows the assignment. She don't understand the assignment.
Can I tell you something? Here's the danger of what Lillian just said to Patrick Mahomes. When one person says it, you just dismiss it. Like, don't be coming for my wife. When a nation of people are saying it on a repetitive basis and your wife is embarrassing you publicly, you start to be in your ear.
That older players are gonna be like, "Hey, man,
get your wife. To be in your ear." I'm just saying.
Get your financing, because right now you're just financing.
That's only if he's immature enough to allow them to bend his ear.
Well, he hadn't been mature enough to stop it.
What he ain't gonna do is mess up my good thing. Now, it's only my good thing if I consider it to be a good. I don't consider what I have to be a good thing if I consider it to be a good thing.
And therein lies the rub. Before we finish this conversation, there is something we were trying to do yesterday, and the guy was busy; he couldn't make it. But he's here today. We want to give him his flowers while we can. The birthday dude. Okay, cigars.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing?
What's going on, birthday guy?
Happy birthday!
World.
Thank you.
So what does this make? 21, 22? What are we talking about?
I wish.
Oh, okay.
The big 47.
Woo!
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
47. You caught up to me, and we'll be right there together for about another 2 weeks.
In the words of them church folks, won't he do it?
Won't he do it? Won't he will?
Oh yeah. Hey, if y'all had to ask me this, if I had said anything last year, I would have said I felt 35. But hey, this year I feel at least 43.
Well,
35 to 43.
Opening up brand new stores will do for you, Playboy. I understand. Man, it's great to see that the fam bam take care of you.
Oh yeah. You know, I'm not So y'all know I'm not a big birthday person.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, you know, I'm one of those people that I kind of want my me time during a birthday. Because birthdays could have a tendency of you getting 50 million phone calls and like, you know, everybody asking you what you doing. Well, I'm on the phone with you. And then I'm gonna be on the phone with the next person. And then I'm gonna be, but no, I'm not. I try to treat every day, you know what I'm saying, as an addition. So thanks, Chad.
Hey, listen, man. Yeah, I'm glad you got a chance to celebrate your birthday. I saw the beautiful picture you put up with the was it the senator or state senator or?
Oh, that's Congressman. That's Congressman Bobby Rush.
Oh wow.
That's American history. I mean, that's American history and Chicago history. He's probably one of the longest running Congress people out there.
Wow.
Yeah, he helped form the Chicago chapter of Black Panthers.
Oh man. And brought in his protege. Is that right? Was that his protege?
Yeah. So the lady that was in the photo with me, that's his. That's who he's standing behind.
That's what's up, man.
It's going to be kind of hard pressed for someone else to. Bobby Rush is what it is, you know. If he ran again, they would pick him. You know, he's just one of those people that has pretty much in politics been able to keep his reputation well, and he genuinely fights for the people.
That's what's up, man. So I mean, you had a pretty good day yesterday, man. I mean, you got your me time, you got to see a legend. And a legend in the making. I mean, I don't know if you could do it much better than that.
Yeah, that's Bobby Rush there. That man's got to be 80-something years old.
Wow.
Okay, so you gonna come out with a Black Panther popcorn?
Look, I'm still working on I'm still working on Talkin NOIZ collard greens.
Oh Lord!
Look, that's about as Black Panther as I can get.
Now you're right. You're right about that.
Look, when I get that one, I'm gonna be screaming that one from the rooftop.
Oh my goodness. Well, listen, I appreciate you jumping on, man, and I agree with Stefan. You came on with the big Bobby Rush energy. I feel I was gonna let you live, but it's probably even a great birthday present.
And that was a humble flex.
Well, technically, you brought the Bobby Rush.
I brought up the question. I didn't go into detail about, this is my friend, and
look,
my God,
Look, it's one of those honorable moments that I get to tell the grandkids.
Amen.
All right,
Bobby Rush. I'm gonna flex to your grandkids.
Yeah, Bobby Rush was man, he was a part of history when I was in school. He was like. Yeah. He was literally a part of history when I was in school. So
yeah,
there's a couple of things that I've been able to do in my life that I'll be able to flex. I was able to paint. It was me, my brother, and my uncle. We painted the Booker T Mansion at Tuskegee University.
Yeah,
we painted that, and meeting people like Bobby Rush. And being able, to have someone like that requesting your phone number is, to me, that's kind of, that's big deal.
You was requested. Is that what you said? You was requested.
Yeah, I mean, hey, look, you look for those things and make sure that you're on the right track. So
there you go. It's been a good 47 years, is what you're saying.
Oh yeah. I can't complain. I won't complain.
There you go. Well, man, I know you're busy and got a ton of stuff going on, but man, just wanted to give you some birthday love, tell you how proud of you we are. All the stuff you're doing, man, all the stuff you're accomplishing, and just keep it up, bro. We got your back over here.
I definitely appreciate you guys. I appreciate
Let us know when you're having that soft opening.
I've already opened softly, like in the, it was one of those in the middle of the night we opened. But I'm gonna let you guys know when I do the opening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that which it looks like this weather trying to break, so it might be sooner than I thought.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up.
Because I think we up to about 45 degrees today.
I mean, I got a heat wave going through there.
Up to.
Right. Hey, look. Around here, 45 degrees is a good indicator.
Oh,
yeah. Yeah. Y'all got a heat wave going through there. We still here in Texas, it's 68, but it's expected to be 28 tonight.
See, this is the thing. This is where I have problems with y'all in Texas. I don't mind y'all bragging about y'all heat. That's you guys are do that.
Oh, okay. Oh no.
What is it? Oh, it froze? Okay. There you go.
What happened?
I'm sorry, I got a phone call.
We got you.
You got a phone call. It's Apple, baby. Apple can't do two things at once. Apple is shutting down. Apple can't do two things at once. It's like,
oh my gosh, listen.
It's not what they do.
Okay.
So
I have an Apple, and I can do two things at once.
Oh my gosh!
You can't answer no phone call.
He is doing two things at once. He's doing one thing on his Apple phone, and he's doing another thing on his Apple computer.
Two things at once.
Right. But you try to log in with that. You try to log in with that phone and then take a call and see what happens.
Right.
Hey, I don't know why.
Yes, you do.
There's 3 people that will call me every single time I go on the live. 3 people. I think they have some type of notification on their phone. He's live now. That's my wife.
I knew it.
The great Nina Burton.
My ops manager and my daughter. Those 3 people will call me. One of them, it's like, I don't know if they tag team each other and say, hey, it's your turn. I did it last time. But yeah, no. What gets me is when you guys are sitting in 45 or 50 degree weather and y'all say it's cold. I think that should be, I think it's in the Bible somewhere where y'all not allowed to say that.
What the fizzy?
I'm just saying.
Listen, our cold may not be your cold, but it's cold.
No, it's not cold. Every single time I hear one of y'all talk about it's cold, I be wanting to drag y'all all the way to Chicago when it's 20 below wind chill and say, let me introduce you to cold.
Didn't nobody tell y'all to choose that death trap y'all?
I was gonna say, don't be mad at us because we down here closer to the equator.
Look, no, I'm just saying we need to find a technical way to explain that you guys are uncomfortable according to what you're used to, but it's not cold.
All right. Well, like this, it's 39 degrees right now. Is that cold enough?
That's warm weather right there.
Oh my goodness!
Look, up here, 39 degrees. See. Y'all got 39 degrees. Like it's a real 39 degrees. It's not a 39 degrees with a 15 degree wind chill factor.
Oh no, we don't have that. We don't do that here.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So 39, I can't tell you. Like these folks, but for y'all 39 degrees, these folks would be jumping in Lake Michigan.
All right, I'm gonna get out of the It's Cold Olympics right now and just back.
I'm just saying.
But man, just like I said, we just wanted to tell you how much we love you, brother. Appreciate you, man. You know I'm gonna catch up with you on the flip here, but keep it up, man. Keep doing your thing, brother. Can you hear us? The Apple give up the ghost? Okay, there it is.
The Apple gave up the ghost. Oh my God.
Apple won. God bless you, Apple. We appreciate you, man. Cash apples though, don't send a check.
Oh my gosh.
I can't trust it. Cash app. All right. What was we talking about? Oh, people that take advantage of their family.
Patrick Mahomes.
I think Patrick gotta get the house in order, because it's gonna end bad if he don't really do something like really definitive. It's gonna end bad. And guess what? It's not gonna end bad for a white man. It's gonna end bad for a black man. You're gonna find out just how black you are, sir.
Yeah.
Mr. Noiz. Mr.
Yes,
Noiz.
sir. Yes, sir.
Patrick hadn't done anything.
You're right.
So what are you talking about?
How many times have somebody not done anything, and because somebody in their crew did something, it came back to bite them in the ass? How many times we had that story happen? That story never happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, one of the problems with society in general is we have unexpected beliefs on what young people do when they become rich. I believe one of the most foolish things we do in our society, but it's accepted as normal, is we turn a 20-year-old into a millionaire and expect for them to have certain behavior.
Right.
Folks, when you're 20 years old, you make stupid mistakes.
No question.
Now, granted, you need to surround yourself with somebody that can talk to you. But most people that are 20 years old find it hard to listen. Hell, you found it hard to listen when you was 20. But yet we expect for these people to be so mature and so this and so. But I'm worth $500 million. Hell, when I was 20 years old, 25 years old, I didn't listen, and I wasn't worth anywhere near 500 million. I wasn't worth $1 million. My point is, I think we got this thing twisted as to our expectations of young people that are instant millionaires.
Mm-hmm.
That we're not raised in that environment.
And my answer to what you just said, succinctly and directly, is, well, that's just how it is.
Well,
because guess what? He chose his profession. He chose his lifestyle. He chose his path. And if he allows his fiance and her brother to do something really dumb, and it feels like the dumb is coming, if he don't check them. Now, to Chad's point, he said, well, shouldn't Jackson's parents, the Mahomes parents, be the ones to intervene? They should. You would think they would say something to him, but Jackson is 21. So technically, he can do whatever he wants to do.
Wait, what's the problem?
Oh, we're talking about the Mahomes family and all the recklessness of Jackson and Brittany Mahomes. Brittany is the fiance of Patrick Mahomes, and Jackson is his baby brother, and they just out here wilding in these streets.
Well, I mean, but what does that have to do with him?
Everything, because if every time they do something, banned from social media, spraying people with champagne at the football game, him scamming, possibly scamming some business, and about to have to deal with the legal trouble of all that. Every time Jackson does that, they don't say Jackson did it. They say Jackson Mahomes, brother of Patrick.
So, but once again, what does that have to do with him?
Come on, y'all. Y'all know how the world works. Let's not do that.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. At what point do we? At what point do we not stop following the propaganda-driven society that we live in, right, and hold people accountable for who they are?
Right. That's all.
He is going to be able to.
That's all beautiful in a utopic environment, but let's be real. That's not. Society doesn't work that way
At all.
He is going to be partnered up with their behavior until.
I mean, I understand that. I understand that, right? Okay, so I understand that. But at the same time, what is our approach with this? Because at some point, we have to have people to start being responsible for people. And the thing is if I'm a company and I'm dealing with Patrick, Okay, if I'm dealing with Patrick and Patrick himself are not exhibiting these behaviors, and he's being a whole responsible person, me as a company, I'm going to stand behind Patrick.
No, you are an anomaly, because if I'm a large company endorsing an athlete, and the people he is constantly surrounded with are drawing negative attention to him, I'm out, because now you're affecting my brand.
But once again, how are they really?
Here's the reality. Here's the reality. We literally just watched a documentary where Janet Jackson said, and I quote, or they asked her, Janet, did you get any backlash from your brother being accused as a pedophile? She said, absolutely. I was in the middle of a Coca-Cola deal when the news broke, and Coca-Cola told me we're not going to be able to do this deal.
Right, I agree.
It had nothing to do with him being an accused pedophile.
I agree with that. I agree with everything you're saying, Lloyd. I do. Okay, I know the way things work.
Okay.
But the problem is that just because things work that way don't mean it's right. So
we agree there.
No, we don't agree.
It shouldn't be. What Jackson and Brittany does should not affect Patrick Mahomes. We absolutely agree there. But unfortunately,
so at some point, we the people have to give these people the platform to stand on to be themselves. Because as long as we allow these companies to create sellout situations, because that's exactly what they're doing, we actually make our platforms and ability to speak on platforms rougher.
But what we need to do is allow these individuals an opportunity to separate themselves from the negative influences.
And that's what my point is. And
unfortunately, he's not willing to do that as of yet, because he's standing behind them right now. So.
Well, he's stuck. He's got a baby by one, and he's the older brother of the other.
And it's not like they came from nothing. Jay said that when you come from nothing and you're all of a sudden exposed to all these millions of dollars, they are the offspring of a professional baseball player.
Right. So they
Patrick Mahomes Sr. played professional baseball for many, many years.
Right.
So they should be accustomed. Jackson should be accustomed to the behaviors expected in the circles in which Patrick runs.
Now, Brittany may have come from nothing. I don't know her story. But listen, I hate it for him. I do. And I don't think, I agree with you, LeBaron. I don't think it's fair.
It absolutely is not fair.
I don't know if he doesn't truly check them. And like I said earlier, she's in a very dangerous place, because technically she is still the fiance. She is. She's the fiance and the baby mama with no money and no job. So Patrick, if any time he gets sick of this and starts saying, "Man, I got to do something," and he decides to pull the trigger, she's in a tough spot, because he can snatch up the whole thing, including the kid. One thing about when you go to court, you got to be able to go and prove two things that in a legal case of custody. You got to prove that you are mentally, emotionally fit to raise a child, and you are financially able to raise a child. Well, your Instagram post and the troubles that you've gotten in, and all the articles that have come out of you over the last 2 years, questions greatly your mental and emotional state, and you ain't got no job.
Yeah.
So she's in a tough spot. So she might want to get some act right.
Well, I mean, I agree with that. Yeah, I agree with that. I just, my whole thing is when a conversation is directed at him, what I'm saying? That's where I kind of start to lose my bearings. And only because I'm finding myself in more and more of a situation where people want to juggle how far they allow your platform to go with what they want you to say and how they want you to say it.
Yeah.
And I'm not the most well-spoken person in the world, but I'm going to say what I need to say. And if you don't like it, you know what I'm saying? There's somebody that will. We just went through 4 years of a president that said whatever in the world he wanted to say.
Right.
No matter how crazy and stupid it was, he had the ability to say it.
Right. No, you're right. You're 1,000% correct. I just wondered how long he's going to allow us to go. Now, again, allegedly, very allegedly, he has privately checked them both. Although when you look at that video, Al, that you sent us, it doesn't feel like it was allegedly. It probably happened that he checked them and said, hey, y'all need to knock it off. So I don't know. It's an interesting story because at what point, how much rope do you give your family is the question. How much rope do you give them?
I don't give my family no more rope than I give anybody else. Matter of fact, I usually give my family less rope because my family know what expectations come with dealing with me.
Well, that's what we was just saying, LeBan.
Right? He needs to set those expectations.
He got to set the expectations, and they got to follow, or and I would imagine, this is just me surmising, that wedding is probably going to be delayed because it's so much easier to separate divorce before you get married than it is after.
Right.
So, interesting question. I'm getting a freeze on my end. I'm getting one on y'all end.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. It says if Patrick Mahomes' performance still keeps slipping because his family and Chiefs are wondering why they're paying him $500 million, he's gonna have to make more tough decisions. Yeah. That's
so
part of it.
Is the behavior and everything affecting his gameplay?
No one has
Probably
made that
not,
connection.
but one might surmise that.
Yeah, no one has made that connection yet. But we'll see.
Chad has. Chad made that connection.
Yeah, Chad did make that connection, has he? So it's gonna be interesting to see. It's gonna be interesting.
I find it funny how we were just talking yesterday about Keke Wyatt, right?
Yeah.
And we were talking about her husband, and it seems like when you bring up people that the one person in the relationship is the celebrity and the other person is not the celebrity, they just kind of put businessman or they just kind of put businesswoman. And looking at Brittany Matthews, it just says soccer player. Just soccer player. She's a soccer player from, what does it say? White House, Texas.
And I don't think she ever played beyond the collegiate level.
No,
I mean, and it's just that, how where it has the about and all of their accomplishments, there's nothing but her parents' names, the baby's name, and White House, Texas.
No, if she ain't careful, she gonna fade off into the distance. Like
what
was her name? What was Lonzo Ball's baby's mama? Denise Garcia. You ever hear of her?
I give you accolades for remembering her name because
I mean, listen,
I don't remember her name. You did good.
Yeah, I was a Ball in the Family kind of nut when that series was.
I'm like, man, you just look. All I knew was Lonzo Ball's baby's mama.
I mean, you had first and last name. I'm impressed.
Yeah, that was impressive. I gotta
Zoe's mama, baby Zoe's mama.
All right, I got one I got to bring up to you. This will be like one of our light moments for the day. We always talk about how dangerous Florida man is, and he's always getting into something. The articles are all the time. Florida man stabs somebody. Florida man does this. Florida man does that. Apparently, Florida woman is equally as dangerous because Florida woman Joan Burke stabbed her husband Melvin Weller 140 times and fractured his skull with a meat cleaver.
Okay. Well,
You said this was the light one?
Well, I mean, she tenderized his loins.
You didn't say murder. Did he survive?
She didn't charge of first degree murder. No,
he's murder. Okay.
I was about to say, if he didn't die, I bet he wants to now.
When officers arrived, they located the victim on the floor in a pool of blood, and there were smatters all over the walls, kitchen cabinets, and counters, and there were knives and a meat cleaver in the sink.
I was about to say 100. If you get stabbed 140 something times, is there anything left?
No, I'm trying to understand what he did. Like, she's arguing self-defense, but
that's the question. The question, because that sounds like somebody done had enough.
Yeah, that sounds like a crime of passion.
She's arguing self-defense. She said, I had to defend myself. He was going, whatever he did to her. 140 stabs.
Hey, that's if I'm her attorney, that's an instant temporary insanity plea.
I can't do it.
She just beat that man and stabbed him until he was.
I refuse to answer the questions in the chat. I'm just gonna tell you.
What happened in the chat?
I can't see the chat.
Stefan wants to know, was she Dominican?
Hilarious. I don't know what to take about that one. Let me give you.
But you know what? I'm gonna tell you
that's one of your Dave Chappelle.
I think so.
God damn, that was racist.
Yeah. Because why would you say it's a Dominican? That wasn't right.
I mean, listen. But I'm gonna tell you something. I have a very dear friend from high school that almost did the same thing. She suffered many, many years of physical abuse from her husband. And I don't know what was the one day that she snapped, like the TV show Snap. Sometimes I think that TV show be giving people ideas. But anyway, she snapped on that TV show, and I think she stabbed him with a paring knife almost 100 times.
Well, any TV show that encourages people to stab people 140 times is probably a bad TV show.
It's on Lifetime, The Snapped.
Because are you ever worried that some of the stuff you say on this show, Oprah might stab you 140 times?
You can kiss my ass.
I take that as a no.
What? Why you got me so aggressive, cuz? I just asked the question.
Listen, in the chat, Lillian, what you can't do, my fellow Jackson State, I didn't go
alumni.
I'm from there. No, I didn't go to Jackson State, but I love the school. What you can't do is refer to the man's ding-a-ling as a wee-wee.
It did seem weird. I won't lie to you.
That's too much, Lily.
She was trying to be a little more gentler than your aggressive.
Yeah, but you can't call a man a wee-wee.
Well,
it's an adult show. It's an adult show.
Yeah.
Well, I'll just say it is a Lorena Bobbitt. Did she Lorena Bobbitt? Most men know her.
Did she cut it off?
Most women.
It does not say that she cut it off.
Well, most men know Lorena Bobbitt. She is infamous.
So that means it wasn't because he was cheating on it. It might have been because he was beating on
it.
Yeah.
That sounds like a cheating or beating. That sounds like a beating right there.
Sounds like a beating, yeah.
She was black, by the way. She wasn't a young Dominican and Cuban as alleged in the chat. She was a black woman.
Corey said she was Haitian.
No, see, don't do that.
But then she was real black.
With the meat cleaver kind of indicated that she was black, because we will split a wig.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. I know. Hashtag as a former thrower of hands, we will split a wig.
But then she proceeded to stab. That was like, I'm making sure that you don't come back for me.
I don't know. She sounds Jamaican.
He didn't know he wasn't coming back after the 65th stab.
So as someone
65 more stabs to realize.
So in her defense, okay, in her defense, when you see red, you see red.
Well, she saw it.
As I told you guys, that was the scariest thing in my life when I lost full control of who I was.
That's true.
To this day, I only remember hitting that man one time. I do not remember hitting him as many times as they told me that I hit him.
Mm.
So if you're one of those people that can black out, you know, I can fully understand it. That's why I try to keep control of my temper now.
Don't fight. I agree.
All right.
Facts.
I tell you, there's a lot going on.
Chat is really trying to find this woman. They like, what was her name again?
Her name is, I forgot her name, just that fast.
I don't know, but she do have some Jamaican.
So there is no explanation at this point as to why she was doing it. None at all.
Other than she says it was self-defense.
See, I can't mark her as cray cray because we don't know what caused her to go there.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if there was nothing justifiable, you know, for her to go there, then we can mark her. We can put her in the Florida dictionary of cray cray. But we don't know what triggered her. And if it was fear, then I can wholeheartedly understand.
Yeah, you can get, if she was trying to save her own life, then you can kind of be like, okay, I get it.
Listen, am I missing something? Is this the same story that Carice is saying he filed for divorce?
He may be in the city. I don't know. So Carice may know way more he may be bringing you more. I'm limited in the information that I have.
You know, I'm gonna tell you something. My grandmother on Fridays when my grandfather would get paid, we knew he was gonna be sloshing. You know, he's just gonna be completely drunk. But man, when he would come, I'll never forget the vision of my grandmother being chased by him with an ice pick. It's like, what was so bad that you had to chase this woman doing that? I mean, and I don't know how a lot of our ancestors have made it with a lot of because PTSD wasn't diagnosed until after a certain point. And, you know, all of these things you're saying, man, how did they fight back or did they fight back? I mean, and, you know, I know you guys all of you are guys. And when a woman feels like, man, I'm not strong enough to be able to fight back. I gotta slow him down. I gotta keep him from hurting me. I gotta fight back in a way that, you know, cause he's stronger than me. He's got more.
Well, I understand what you're saying, Mama Noise. I have a different story. My aunts used to whoop their husband's ass.
Okay, I don't know that type of.
Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. Every Friday and Saturday night, it was guaranteed to be a main event.
Oh wow!
The kids would do their little tussling and wrestling and fighting in the house, but Mama was gonna whoop Daddy's ass if that money didn't come home the way it was supposed to come home. Or if Daddy didn't get somewhere and sit his drunk ass down, she was gonna hem him up. Or if Daddy came trying to creep in the house in the middle of the night, she done told him, "Don't bring your ass in this house that late no more."
So your aunts were the thrower of hands.
They were the thrower of hands.
Wow.
That's the God truth. And would wear them men's ass out too.
Oh wow. Is that because in Mississippi the women get stronger because the roads are long and you got to walk everywhere? And like I'm just trying to understand where the strength is coming from. Chopping wood. No, I'm just asking. I'll be shading. I'll be shading. I'm trying to get information about Mississippi because I've only been there a few times.
So,
well, the reality is your statement didn't make any sense because Mama Noise was correct. Women are not stronger, generally speaking, than a man. But she
Okay, so where are they getting all this strength to a
but
man?
but she can damn sure be bigger than that man.
Oh, so these are big women.
God damn go right.
Oh, wow.
Aren't you from Arkansas?
I didn't know.
You be saying that on a regular.
Yeah, but we don't have big women in Arkansas like that.
Whatever.
Stop
ninja.
it.
Whatever, ninja.
Not like that.
Wait, hold on, Lloyd. Now, I done had to drive to Jackson quite a few times. And the way that I know I'm right around the corner is when I get to Arkansas.
Don't do it, LeBaron. Fight the temptation, LeBaron. Fight the temptation.
You can perk up when you hit Arkansas because you know you're right down the road.
That is true. That is true. We have breaking news, people. We have breaking news. It is official. It is no longer rumor. It is official. Debmar Mercury, who is the show's distributor of the nationally syndicated talk show, Wendy Williams, has officially pulled the plug. It is over.
Mm-hmm.
They are moving on from the Wendy Williams show.
Thank
you. Now it's called the Sherry Shepherd Show.
I mean that's been on life support for a minute anyway, ain't it?
Yeah.
I mean, life support in the largest.
Here's what we've learned. Here's what we've learned in this situation. Your best bet is to stay on Tabitha Brown's good side. Because if you come for her, she will sick her lort on you. And you will not survive it.
Hey.
God bless you. God bless you.
Tabitha Brown prayed that prayer.
I mean,
which prayer? Abba. Was it the African?
No, she didn't call. No, I don't know. Listen, she didn't use Paula White's angels.
Nope, she did not.
Tabitha Brown's angels are active.
Yeah,
they are active and effective. It is over.
Look, wasn't that other woman? Her angels trying to figure out what she was saying. They still trying to decipher that prayer.
That is facts.
I got nothing.
They sitting over in Africa like, that's Norwegian. That's not African.
Yeah, you calling the wrong one. We don't do that.
Even people with African descent was trying to figure out what she was saying.
Yo, Joker, hey, was that you? No, that ain't me. I ain't never been called by that name.
She calling you?
That sounded more like Flintstones with the yellow.
By the way, in the most gangster move of all, Sherry Shepherd announced her new show on the Wendy Williams show today.
Well, I had heard last week that that's the direction they were going.
I did too. I just wasn't sure when they were gonna make it official. I think a lot of this came about because Wendy Williams got on Instagram like, I'm gonna get my soul back, and everybody's like, "Oh no, we can't do that."
Shame on you, Mr. Noise.
She meant our radio show.
What? I was giving you I was reading.
I will not co-sign your behavior.
So now we gotta watch Wendy Williams bombard us on YouTube now because she's gonna come up with a YouTube podcast or something.
I don't have to watch that. That's what the block button is for.
Mr. Noise, would you do your drunken Wendy Williams one more game?
No, do not encourage him.
I get my soul back.
I can't believe Minister Spoon is requesting the derogatory behavior toward a black woman. He should be lifting her up, right, Minister Spoon?
Defenders of the earth.
He shouldn't be mocking her, making fun of her.
I don't think it's
technically, because for years I always thought her was a he. So I mean,
I cannot do it.
But
that's a level two. That's a level two.
When we were instructed by Minister Spoon, it doesn't make a difference if it's a man or a woman. We need to be lifting each one another up instead of.
I was about to say because I thought they just inverted her name.
I can't.
William Wendy. I'm
This
not
is level
laughing.
two. This is level two.
Minister Spoon, I'm not laughing at him.
You are
I'm
absolutely
laughing. I am.
All right, look. I spent years getting close to the TV trying to find an Adam's apple.
I can't do it.
Oh Lord, y'all don't hear me.
Oh, damn.
It wasn't because you were attracted and you wanted to know.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Some just didn't seem right, but now I just know she just messed up in the head. That's all.
Oh my gosh, I can't.
Why did you need me to do that interpretation again?
Because it kind of worked Mama Noah's nerves.
See, that let you know he's.
Carice, what's your shout out and your question, brother? Wendy Williams, man, what a story! What an end to
while we wait for
situation.
Shout out and question.
Yeah.
It came out today or late yesterday or sometime over the weekend that the cupcake couple.
Okay, yeah.
The man was a former deputy sheriff.
I did hear that.
Well, hold on. See, this is how you know I've been too engrossed in other stuff. What's the cupcake couple?
Oh, that's the couple where the teacher took the sperm-laced cupcakes to the school and fed them to the kids.
Cupcakes laced with a husband's semen. Oh, he just threw the phone to the ground.
What?
Y'all kidding me, right?
No, I wouldn't listen. I wouldn't kid you about a story like that.
She pled guilty to a few charges. She's doing 41 years, but the plea agreement is that she testified against him.
Oh God!
Oh man,
he's like, if ever I was saved by the bell.
I'm telling you,
I'll call them back. Oh
yeah.
Yeah. Now this is on the backside of child pornography and some other stuff they were doing. So it wasn't just the cupcake.
He is a former deputy sheriff.
That wasn't us's.
Okay. Carice said big up to the Pittsburgh Steelers for doing the right thing. I'll agree with that. For those who don't know what Carice is talking about, the Pittsburgh Steelers hired Brian Flores to be a part of their staff. I think he's the assistant. What is the assistant defensive something, and the linebacker coach. So they're bringing in a great defensive mind to help their team. That basically threw him a bone, if you will, and rightfully so, justifiably so. He needed to be thrown a bone.
All right, shout out. What's your question?
Yeah. What was your question though, Carice? Don't forget your question. But yeah, while he's looking that up, I thought that was interesting. We have an update while we're waiting on that question to come in. Remember Tasha K, who owes Cardi B $3.8 million?
Mm-hmm.
She just went on Instagram and talk about
in this lawsuit. Allegedly, at this moment, I think it's $4 million you have to pay a celebrity. A lot of conversation has been is, do you even have that amount of money to pay in this lawsuit? Like, is Tasha K worth that amount of money to pay that?
I ain't got it. I always want to know. Listen, I'm so glad you said it. Listen, I'm on the edge of my seat.
Don't ask me for no money. I ain't got it. But listen, we have business things in place that takes care of things like this. Now, of course, the appellate court and the Supreme Court is in process right now.
So that is true. You're not trying to pay that $4 million. You're gonna do the appeal.
No. That's what the appellate court
is.
She said that's what appellate court is for. I'm gonna need a solo screen for just a second. Hear me, Tasha K.
You better find it.
You paying that fucking money.
It may very well get reduced.
Whatever it is, Al, she paying it.
Yeah. Right.
Whether it's 4 million, 3 million, 2 million, you pay.
Oh my gosh!
If you think you're getting out of this, you have lost your mind. You clearly don't know how the court works. And by the way, you don't have enough money to appeal this case. Tasha, file bankruptcy and pray to God that that's enough to save your financial life.
I mean,
and while you're doing that, get your application to UPS together. I know some people.
I can't do it.
But you paying that money. You don't think you're gonna pay? She crazy? This woman, Tasha K crazy. You gotta be crazy. You go after a major celebrity and lose.
Didn't we learn? Stop calling.
Okay, I apologize. Tasha K is having struggles with the processing of reality-based circumstances and situations.
Thank you.
But you paying that money. Listen, ma'am, you are paying this money.
Oh my God.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, she's wilding out here.
She wilding. You paying this money.
He been dogging people. You know what? She's kind of like the Atlanta version of Wendy Williams.
Here's the irony of. I was just gonna say. Here's the irony. Tasha K tried to follow the Wendy Williams blueprint of journalism.
Right.
And now you're getting what you get when you follow the Wendy Williams blueprint of journalism.
Mm-hmm.
So now we know how you doing.
How you doing?
Yeah, you broke. That's how you doing. And to answer your question,
what was the question? As a Cowboy fan, y'all have been quiet on what's going on behind the scenes down there.
If I were privy to that information, I would not be sitting in this apartment in a Fruit of the Loom sweatshirt. My desire is that they are trying to figure out a way to dump that humongous salary they have with Ezekiel Elliott so that they can keep everybody else. That would be my desire.
Okay. Carice, the 5 is on.
But y'all gonna win the Super Bowl next year, though.
Who you talking to? Chad? Was that a question for Chad?
No, I was just saying y'all gonna win the Super Bowl next year.
Well, you know, Jay might answer that question. I never answer that question because it's foolish to speculate. And then if you go off the recent history,
oh my gosh,
you go off the recent history.
But here you come speaking like a Dallas Cowboy fan that has all his wits. I'm used to we're gonna win the Super Bowl.
You missed Jay earlier then because he was definitely celebrating his Cowboys. He's big fan and believer.
Oh, I'm a big fan. I would never be anything but a Cowboy fan.
No, that's so sweet.
Hey, I'm not going to knock y'all for having your team. I got mine. Mine ain't won in a while, but you know, y'all know the history.
Well, there it is. Cuz, what you got to say about this?
Nothing.
But see, we found out Cuz. We found out a couple of things about Cuz a few weeks back. You know, if Cuz moved to California, he's gonna be a Rams fan, from what I heard.
That is true.
Is that automatic? What is that?
Well, he not so much that he said as much as his friends outed him.
He's kind of like a chameleon, you know.
Yeah. You
gotta blend in with your surroundings.
Oh, I remember. Is that back when he was? His friend said he was a Broncos fan, and when he lived up in Denver, we don't
have to rehash.
We don't have to rehash.
It just came back to my remembrance. I was just trying to.
One of the problems with black people is
we have a good memory.
They believe Colorado is only Denver. You can live in Colorado, black people, newsflash, without living in Denver.
What was
most of you dark people live in Colorado Springs, to be honest.
What does it have to do with you being a Denver Bronco fan?
Listen, I was and I still am a Denver Bronco fan.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you was talking.
How about the Broncos?
I'm also a Cowboy fan.
Yeah, but you said it like there's another pro football team in Colorado, so I was just trying to figure out.
Those are the only two. Those are the only two teams I've ever followed.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's not true.
That's not true.
Because according to your friend,
I also followed Jerry Rice with the San Francisco 49ers.
What about the Dolphins when you were in Florida?
Yeah, your friend said Dolphins as well.
It was not the Dolphins. That's a lie.
What about when Jerry Rice went to Seattle?
It was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I never followed Tampa Bay at all.
What about when Jerry Rice went to Seattle?
I did not.
Or Las Vegas, which was Oakland at the time.
I did not follow Oakland.
Oh, okay.
We just checked.
How about the Broncos?
It's interesting how you guys want to tell me my history. If you ask me, I'll tell you my history. You ought to know that by now. I get naked on the show every day.
Transparent.
You do.
In more ways than one.
And depending on whether or not you got your ring light on, is we can see.
This nigga in this tone.
Hey, so I got a question for you, Lloyd. Do you think Chicago is about to get any Kardashian nonsense?
Kardashian nonsense? Why? Why you say that?
You know, we just picked up Tristan Thompson.
Oh, that's right.
Do you think the antics will follow?
Ooh,
since the show's gone off the air, I don't think they stirring up much controversy anymore.
Oh no, they full controversy now. They still listen.
Because you know, Chicago is one of those few organizations that don't deal with that nonsense.
Well, so far it has not hurt Phoenix. So far.
But they've been barely playing them.
No. I'm saying Phoenix, like, Devin Booker is dating the girl.
Oh, yeah.
So we're married to her from what the rumor is. So
see, those are Jenners. Those aren't Kardashians.
Oh, Jenners don't have the same effect as Kardashians. That's true. That's a good point. Stephon asked a good question. He said, "Are we gonna gloss over Macy Gray? Was she drunk, high drunk?"
We talked about that yesterday.
Did we talk about it?
Always high.
Okay. Yeah, she's always high.
Look, as I told my little brother, she didn't do no worse than Fergie did.
I love Macy Gray. I don't think
she was far off par from Shaka Khan.
Yeah, they listen. I am thoroughly here for high Macy Gray all the time. Give it to me. Right, Shaka Khan equivalent.
Y'all think Macy Gray be drunk?
Oh, always.
Yeah. I thought that was just Macy Gray.
She's
right. It's the same. It's the same. It's all the same bag.
Well, we can't blame it on alcohol if that's just who she is. That's just.
Well, no, she stay high now. She's known to be a lover of all things weed based.
I mean, I don't know Macy Gray, so I make this statement.
I'll say, can you see?
I don't know her, but does the elevator go all the way? I don't know. I'm asking.
It goes further than it's supposed to.
It goes all the way, but it's filled with smoke. Like it is completely and totally.
Does it make it up there without shaking? No, I'm saying.
No, there's no way it's not shaking. I would think it's probably got rickets at this point.
Yeah, it's probably more like an elevator inside the St. Louis Arc. It kind of tilts and.
Yeah. This is a great question. Who was more drunk Sunday, Michael Jordan or Macy Gray? That is a great question because Mike was lit up like a Christmas tree. I've never seen Mike hug so many people.
Did you see him grab Dennis Rodman's belly? It was like,
yeah. They were. Mike hugged LeBron and was like, "I love you, man." Then he hugged.
Mike eyes. I don't think I've seen white eyes from Mike for 20 years.
Yeah.
Mike eyes stay bloodshot. I don't even think he got a white pupil no more. So.
Yeah, but those are cigar eyes though. Those are cigar eyes.
It's more than cigar eyes.
I don't know. It might be
bourbon and brandy and
it might be bourbon eyes in there.
Yeah.
But
Mike like drank.
Honestly, part of that is hereditary because his daddy had the exact same look.
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, but I mean, some people.
And let me speak up for the darker ones of us.
Talk about it.
It's just you today, Ron.
We generally don't have very white eyes.
Look.
The darker ones of us.
Cause I look, cause I I come from a black family that, a good portion of my family, a very good portion are as dark as you or not darker. Okay.
And they ain't got no white eyes.
And the red eye ones have a little buddy that they have every weekend that carries them over the top. I'm just saying, it's usually a little assistance for the red eye.
Let me ask y'all a question. Who do y'all think the most fun drunk is? Drunk Jada, Drunk Shaka, Drunk Macy, or Drunk Michael?
Drunk Mike, because he got the most money.
Who?
Drunk Mike.
Drunk Jadakiss.
It would have to be Drunk Jada.
Drunk Jada's amazing.
Drunk Jada was telling on everybody.
Yeah, but he just gonna tell stories and make you laugh.
But he was
Drunk Mike, we gonna ball out, player.
Yeah, but then my drunk Mike gonna want to compete with stuff, and then when I beat him,
Drunk Mike, we gonna hop on a plane just to go to Morocco to put $10,000 on Black 23.
Oh
yeah, but drunk Mike might not put you back on the plane once you beat him. He be like, find your own way back.
Right.
And you ain't got enough pockets to compete with Mike.
The problem with drunk Mike,
I ain't got enough pockets to compete with
the
anyone.
problem with drunk Mike, and I say this carefully now, don't misunderstand me.
Mm-hmm.
But some people, when they become drunk, they become real touchy-feely.
He is touchy-feely.
They become a little bit too touchy-feely.
Oh.
And Mike's a big man. He can't be, all on you and touchy-feely because you can't fight his big ass off. So I mean, I'm just saying.
What drunk people are you hanging around?
Oh, you been around people that are so drunk they become. Oh yeah. Some people become violent. Some people become touchy-feely. Some people go to sleep.
I know other people, but I don't know no man who's gonna be touchy-feely drinking with me.
Oh yeah.
Listen.
Well, he's gonna be going night. I'm just telling you now. He's going night early.
Listen, drunk Mike was touching. He was hugging everybody. He was. I've never seen him hug that many people in my life.
Yeah, and it seemed like everybody he was holding conversation with, he was dead up in their ear.
Right. And you can't fight his big ass off. He's too tall. I mean,
Nah, you can fight his big ass off.
You feel taken advantage of.
I don't know who you've been hanging around, cuz.
I mean, I'm a little concerned.
I'm concerned.
I'm just saying. You come on now. Well, okay, I was in the military. I was around a whole lot of drunks. Some drunks act to alcohol differently. Some men become very violent. Some become very touchy-feely. They want to hug all on you. Oh, man, I love you. Come on now. That's what some people do when they get drunk.
And that's why you stiff on the hell out of them when they're walking towards you.
Everybody keeps talking about Drunk Diddy. I don't remember Drunk Diddy.
I've never seen Drunk Diddy. Now I've seen read articles that talk about Drunk Diddy, but I've never seen it.
Some people are very functional drunks. You can't tell that they're drunk.
I don't do shit with Diddy because I've heard stories about things Diddy does sober. So
yeah, I'm there with you, Alan. I exit the Diddy conversation.
Yeah.
What does Diddy do? What does Diddy do?
No, sir.
Hey,
look,
how you do it, Alan? How you do it?
We can't say what Diddy do.
Right. Ask Christopher Williams what did he do just to show.
Oh, see, Lloyd.
Oh my God.
Homer Simpson needs to go back into the bushes.
Wow.
And that was just to prove a point. That was just to prove he was the man. So
what does Diddy do?
Well, you know what? I'm gonna call Kwame Brown up and let you have that conversation with him. He'll be the better one to explain these situations.
Right. You got Google.
The hell?
The hell? That's level 2. What the hell?
What the hell?
So on this here podcast, we ain't gonna discuss what did he do.
No, sir.
Did he do anybody?
We're not as naked as you.
You might as well keep your ass off the podcast if you ain't gonna come with the truth. What did it do?
They say, did he do anything in the room?
We inspire noisemakers to do search inquiries on their own. That's what we do.
He said, you just got to look up the video.
Dig a little deeper.
Tell them, Corey.
So this is the thing, because I'm not one to spread he say, she say. I just hear it, but I'm not going to spread the he say, she say. So since I don't have any confirmations on the information that I would have to share with you, you know,
I will be the next Tasha K.
It is. All jokes aside, it is unconfirmed of the things that Diddy has allegedly done. Right. But there is a lot of smoke.
I was gonna say it's not unconfirmed because somebody did corroborate the story.
But it has been consistent.
Right.
Yeah.
What's the damn story?
Nope.
Yeah.
Google it.
Hey man, I don't have the $3 million.
Is it homosexual?
I don't have the $4 million, so no.
That's good. Good answer.
We're not going to do.
Well, we'll say that it's a whole bunch of alleged.
Rumor has it.
This is where everything that you say follows quotation marks.
Air quotes. Supposedly.
They do be doing that alleged over and over and over again.
Let's move to another story. We're in dangerous waters. The cast of Martin is reuniting for a 30th anniversary on BET Plus. Is that enough to make you buy BET Plus?
Bruh, I did not see Arnold though. Who? That girl didn't look like
Tashina
Arnold.
No, that's Tashina, according to the picture.
It didn't look like her though. I recognize Martin and Gina and Cole.
I wouldn't mind.
Brother Man.
So it was a recast?
No. They're getting back together to reminisce about the good old days.
It may have been Tashina Arnold. I just didn't recognize.
I wouldn't mind seeing a recast.
Huh?
I don't want to see it if they're not going to talk about why the show went left in the first place. What are we doing? We just going to act like it didn't happen?
But look, see, that's why
supposedly.
That's why I don't usually watch these reunion shows.
Listen, Will and Black Aunt Viv got together and worked it out. If Will and Black Aunt Viv can get together and work it out, then Martin and what's got to work it out. Otherwise, you're wasting my time. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see y'all cuckooing and kikiing like everything is just copacetic. We just not gonna talk about the fact that the whole show ended in flames.
Hey, I wouldn't mind seeing a recast though. I wouldn't mind seeing a recast, and you know who I would love to see as playing Martin's role? I think Country Wayne could do it.
He actually could do that. I think that's actually a good recast.
I think Country Wayne could do Martin's role.
Hold on one second, LeBaron. Because Country Wayne is a social media star who's done things on. Oh, okay, I didn't know. I just know how old.
I think Country Wayne as Martin. I think this is gonna sound crazy, but I think old girl from Nick Cannon show, B. Simone, could play
Gina. That actually does not sound crazy.
I think B. Simone could do Gina. I'm trying to think for what's the name?
You really put some thought into this.
I mean, clearly.
Because you see all these skits online, right? And I'm like, you know what? They could recast Martin and get away with it.
Just hilarious as Pam, since there's already
that's
a
what I was
conflict
thinking
between
of.
her and Martin.
Just hilarious, yeah. That's Pam. Broadman can still be Broadman, to be honest with you. I just seen him on something.
What's his name? Davis.
Who?
This is an interesting.
There's another content creator. I think his name is Rick Davis. What's his name? Ryan Davis.
Oh, Ryan Davis as Brumman.
From
He can do Brumman. Yeah, that's funny. Tasha K is Pam. That's funny.
I think
she needed money
for what's the name? I don't know. I would think somebody like Johan or somebody like that. They got to be
for who? Tommy?
No, not Tommy. For what's the name? For Cole.
Who did you say would be Brumman?
Ryan Davis, comedian.
I think it should be Big Ja.
Big Ja could do it.
Big Ja, perfect.
Yeah,
Big Ja's ass ain't climbing down no fire escape through no windows.
He might. That might be good. That might be a good casting.
Big Ja could do it.
Like 6'7". He ain't climbing through no window.
Brumman wasn't small. That was the whole
point. You're
point.
right. Brumman wasn't small.
He's 6'2". He's about 6'2".
Yeah, I think that recast would go over well.
I agree. I like
what you have to spend a hell of a lot of money for acting though.
Huh?
They create some hella content, but ain't none of them no actors.
Yeah, but I mean, for those roles, they're just acting out the box. So I think they be able to pull that one off because it's more skit comedy anyway. We just wasn't recognizing it the way we do now.
I don't know. Martin was a lot more entertaining than it appeared to be. Like it got kind of buffoonish in year 3 and 4, but I would say year 1 and 2, they were doing some pretty good.
Yeah, but I mean, it was still slapstick skit type comedy. You know, Martin over the top.
Well, but not as much as you think. Like if you go back and watch the episodes, it was like that first season ending was intense when they first broke up. It was like there were some moments in the seasons where you just went like, wow, they really got some chops a little bit. They're not just comedians; they pretty damn good actors. But I think as the show continued to elevate, it just became, I don't know, it became silly.
Yeah.
That much. Did you not watch Martin?
Who?
I was asking Cuz.
Say again.
Did you watch Martin? Were you a Martin fan?
Yeah.
Alan is saying lies, and so is your co-pastor. I don't know why they're saying that, but
I don't either. Because I'm not gonna lie on this here show.
He doesn't lie. Why y'all think that? Why y'all think Cuz would lie?
A lie about what? What?
About his love for Martin.
Oh, okay.
He liked Bernie Mac, so he liked Martin.
Oh, Bernie Mac is that show goes down as a classic for me. My daughter has me saved in her phone as Bernie Mac.
Oh wow.
I didn't like the Bernie Mac show. I didn't like that show.
What? You know what? Cause you never seem to cease to amaze me.
I needed a cussing Bernie Mac. I didn't need no wholesome fatherly figure Bernie Mac. I needed Bernie Mac to say, "What you looking at me for? You want me to tell you you're doing a good job?" That's the Bernie Mac I needed.
Hey, the Bernie Mac show.
You gotta learn.
I mean, the Bernie Mac show goes above the Martin show for me.
Oh wow.
I couldn't see him as that character. It didn't work for me. I'm a huge Bernie Mac fan, but I needed the one that said that I'm tired of fucking.
That's the one you wanted.
I ain't scared of you, mother.
You wanted it on HBO, not Fox, is what you
That's
said.
the Bernie Mac I needed.
Hey, see, I like the Bernie Mac that I can watch with my kids. I'm sorry, and my kids love that show.
I like the Bernie Mac show. I've binged the Bernie Mac show, but I'll be honest, Vanessa, she was a lot.
Vanessa would drive me crazy. Yeah, but she played her role though.
She played too well.
I mean, that's the thing. You know, you can't knock her for doing her role well. You know, I don't like the baby girl. The baby girl should have been. You know, if you compare the show with his stand-up, the baby girl should have had a little bit more attitude. She should have been a little bit more mouthy to me. She was too much of a baby girl.
Yeah, I feel the same way about
that was the problem with the show for me. His stand-up said he told that boy to go take your punk ass back upstairs.
Right.
But yeah, in the show, he was putting up with stuff that most black people wouldn't put up with, and I couldn't relate to the character enough.
Oh well, you say that now, cause you say that he put up with most black folks wouldn't be put up with, right. But you can't say that no more. You used 10 years ago. That's true. You can say that.
That's true.
And you just gotta realize when you're on that celebrity status, you get there before the rest of society.
I don't disagree with that at all. You are correct. That is true.
All right.
Hey, another recast that I have to give a shout out. I don't know if y'all seen it yet. Bel Air was decent.
Yeah, we've been talking about it actually. I think it's fantastic. It's just very different from the original. It's very.
But that was the whole point of it, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I don't. It's just really it takes you a second to get your bearings because you're going, wait. I don't remember Jeffrey being like this. Like he's the butler. Like what are we talking about? And now he ain't the butler. He's something else now. So
hey, look, and I like the new Jeffrey.
I love it. I actually love what they've done with every character. I think it's brilliant, and I think the potential of what the show could be is tremendous. Like it's really good.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to seeing where they take this and how they develop this story. But make no mistake about it. This ain't our Fresh Prince of Bel Air. This is a whole different thing.
It's a whole different thing, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm just upset that it's one of those series that they didn't write the whole thing and just put it all on Peacock.
Right.
Where I can just binge it.
Yeah, that would have been nice. You know what? Let me ask you a question, or not just you, but everybody. Do you prefer to binge your shows, or do you prefer to watch it like episodically?
I do not appreciate having to wait 7 days to get the continuation.
Gotcha.
When I know you already got it all, like that show is done. It's in it, just give it to me.
Yeah.
It's like Abbott Elementary. Oftentimes new episode comes on today.
Right.
So, that's another show that I was my wife. That's another show that I was impressed with.
Yeah, it's really good.
I gave up on it the first time. Lloyd convinced me to go back, and man, I love that show.
Yeah. Fantastic show.
Well, we watched this weekend the Wonder Years together as a family, and
I've watched 2 episodes of that.
We watched several episodes right behind each other, and I will tell you, it is definitely a conversation piece if you're watching it with your family. To pause it.
I've finished that series up until.
I got to go back to it. I never watched it past the first show. It just didn't click with me.
I'm part Will, part Uncle Phil. Okay, White Noise. Wow. Okay. Somebody told me that is a great show as well. Tar Bob loves Abishola. I think it was Andy Bruce that told me that is a phenomenal show. I have not seen it, so I probably need to check that out. But
is that a black cast show?
Not completely. Remember Mike and Molly? Remember the show with Mike and Molly, the heavy set cop and the heavy woman played by what's her name?
Oh, I know what show
McCarthy.
you're talking about.
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
what show you're talking about.
The guy from the cop, Mike, is the male lead in
Bob Loves
Abishola.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what was somebody asked me something? Oh, I'm a binger. I love a good binge night. And mainly probably because of my schedule. Like I'm always doing and working in the night or whatever. So on the weekends, I like to binge out. I like to find something I love and just go in on it, for a few hours or whatever, and just detach myself from everything. Snowfall, you're right, White Noise. Snowfall is one of those shows that I cannot wait. I think Snowfall, the new season starts this week, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm looking forward to that. So it's not that many shows. So the ones I do love, I love. Okay. The writer of Bob Loves Abishola, the character Kimmy, it's her show. Wow. Okay.
Okay.
That's what's up.
Yeah, but hey, shout out to Bel Air. That one has been impressive to me. I don't think anybody could have played a better Aunt Viv.
Oh yeah, she's brilliant. Forget her name.
She's got Aunt Viv vibes and Michelle Obama vibes going about it. Like if they did a Michelle Obama character, she could play it.
Agreed. Carice, you can ask your question, brother. Yeah, just drop it on in there. Cuz are you a binger or you want your episodic?
I'm not sure. I really can't say. I believe I would like to be a binger, but my old ass can't stay awake long enough to sit there and watch all that shit at one time. There's a couple of shows I've actually tried to watch that's complete, that's done, and I haven't gotten through them yet. So it's kind of tough on the old man.
Oh my goodness. Carice, James Evans, if you're talking about James Evans from Good Times, is John Amos. Now, if you're talking about another James Evans that I'm not familiar with, I don't know. But Good Times, James Evans is John Amos. But yeah. There's some good stuff out there right now, guys. There's some really good stuff.
I'm behind. I like binge watching stuff. Mr. Noise and I binge watched Love is Blind, and the finale comes out this week, and so we're excited about that. But I'm gonna just tell you, just last night, and I know it's old because I'm just saying that in advance because I know you'll be like, they've been out. Okay, I know it's been out, but I just start watching The Godfather of Harlem last night, and I was like, man, if this was a
great show
on the weekend, I might stay on up so I went 1 through 5 and was like, now I keep thinking about is I get 5 through 10, and then I understand that the second season is on Epix. And I'm like, I'm pumped. I need to see.
I'm gonna need them to stop doing that. I'm gonna need them to stop doing that.
What?
I'm gonna need you to stop getting you hooked on these shows, and then they switch which platform that the second season or the third season is on.
I watched season 1
on Epix.
No, I saw season 1 on Hulu. And
Hulu is a big streaming thing, but Epix is the network that is on.
Well, but then for me to see season 2, it's not on Hulu. So now I got to switch back over to, I guess, Amazon Prime.
Is season 2 out?
Yeah, it came out in 2019, according to Wikipedia.
I'm that far behind on Godfather.
I know. That's why I said, let me tell you in advance. I'm already behind because
now look at it like I'm so far behind.
Well, no, I just discovered that I'm way behind on Wonder Years.
Oh,
I thought episode 9 was it for the season. Hell no.
Oh, no.
They're not even done with season 1. It's got a total of 22 episodes, and they're already on episode 13.
Wonder Years got a full commitment? They got a full commitment of 20? Wow.
22 episodes, and I stopped at Home for Christmas.
They must really believe in that show because they don't these days. They don't give out 24 episode commitments no more.
See, I've got to get that app. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to do it right after this conversation. That app that takes all your subscriptions and tell you all the subscriptions that you got. Because I swear I'm paying a 1985 cable bill if I put all these subscriptions together.
And see,
You understand?
with the box, I can see them all up front. I know every subscription that I have with that box.
Yeah. They told us if you cut cable, you can really save a lot of money. It's not going to be nearly the price
until you get 9-10 streaming service.
Right.
There's where the lie.
That was an article the other day. They were saying how many people took the bait and switch of cutting the cable cord, but then by the time you say, "Oh, my one show is only on HBO Max," no, my other show is on Hulu. No, wait a minute, my other show is only on Netflix. And you like, okay, why can't we do like Amazon Prime, which really has almost all those things pulled onto one app?
Yeah, but even in Amazon Prime, you still gotta buy some of it.
So see, this is the thing, Mama Noise. I am a person that has been delivered. Because we had cable my whole entire life. We didn't have money for nothing else. But we had cable. And my parents, bless their hearts, didn't realize that cable wasn't free until after I moved out the house.
They didn't realize it wasn't free.
They didn't realize it wasn't free until after I moved out the house. They didn't know that their son was Carl on the pole. And,
Hold up. That could be the blackest thing I've ever heard.
So you are a former thrower of hands and a former provider of cable.
Splicing the cable.
I've always been an entrepreneur.
I don't think that qualifies. That doesn't feel like the same thing. Like,
I'm not.
See, that's why I said.
While I deeply appreciate what you're saying on a personal level, I don't think that's the same thing.
I provided a service for a fee.
No, see, that's why. See, they would clown me when I told them back in the day, in my, many years ago, as you said, a former, what have you. Anyway, one bag of weed will get you all the cable you need.
Wait, what? Hold on. How did we get to that?
The guy said if you buy him a bag of weed, he'll give you all the cable you need.
I don't think you're supposed to confess that on a live podcast. I don't think that's how
that could be anywhere. That could be anyone.
I'm not sure the statute of limitations is run out on that.
I'm sure it's ran out.
Hey, look.
Right, Kareem, stop talking. You gonna get us all pinned.
Look, look, my parents will tell you right now, if I call my mother and put her on the show, she go, "Yeah, I didn't know cable wasn't free."
Oh wow!
I had to come out and explain to my mother that, Mom, let me sit down. Let me explain something to you.
Cuz, did y'all have free cable in Mississippi? Was that a thing?
Are you asking for the state of Mississippi or for my household?
For your household in
we never stole cable.
Oh, so y'all just bougie, huh? Y'all
he didn't have to.
Too good to steal cable, huh?
He didn't have to.
Look, for whoever says self-snitching, look, if these rappers can can get up here and say how many bricks they move.
I'm not self-snitching anything, Daniel Bell. I'm keeping my mouth shut. I'm trying to save the rest of these ninjas.
Look, statute of limitations have gone beyond, and there were no individuals hurt in my business endeavors.
Oh my goodness! So how did y'all get? Who did y'all provide? Who provided y'all cable? Cuz
did they have cable?
They got cable.
I'm about to say,
cable in Jackson, Mississippi.
You be talking about
some parts of the South. Some parts of the South, you had to have satellite.
What does Omi the Hellcat mean, Corey? You keep saying that.
I don't know. But let me just go ahead and Ami the Hellcat. I don't know what that is, but we did answer your question, Fred, that said John Amos is the real name of James Evans. And there that is again.
Yeah, I don't know about y'all. I just look, I couldn't do after I seen certain TV shows, I just couldn't, see what had happened was
Oh, I see what's going on. He's trying to save y'all from yourselves. YouTuber Ami and a Hellcat could face 500 years in prison for $30 million piracy scam. Bill Omar Skilo, also known as Ami and a Hellcat, on a YouTube, has been arrested by the FBI during an investigation into several fraud and piracy scams. So while y'all on here snitching on yourselves,
this is
last year. This is last year.
That's last year, right? That's recent. He got caught. I never got caught. Look, I'm 20 years. Look, I'm 20 years delivered.
Yeah, I heard about that Ami Hellcat. I knew he sounded familiar.
That's hilarious. Thank you, Corey, for trying to save these people.
Look, statute of limitations is up on mine 3 times over, so I'm good. You know.
I'm just saying.
So did Ami hook up your cable? Cuz is that who was giving y'all?
Say again.
With the Ami the Hellcat hook y'all cable up? Is that was
really? Did they have cable? Did we get that answer? I don't remember there was an answer.
Jackson had cable, I think.
I guess it depends on what part of Jackson, because when you get down there by Tougaloo College, it gets a little sketchy. Do they even run lines through there?
I'm just saying.
Wow.
When I was at college, we didn't have cable in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Why y'all won't give cuz this in his lovely town?
Oh, I love cuz Jackson ain't no different than Tuskegee and shorter. And look, I grew up down there. I mean, there's no way under God's son that I should be 47 years old today, and I've had the privilege of using an outhouse for about 4 years. So, country is country.
That's that Tommy drop right there, because I just.
Hey, when I was in my early teens, Tompkinsville, Kentucky was still using outhouses.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Country is country, right?
I'm going to give you the time that you deserve. You have so richly earned in this moment to defend your beloved Jackson, Mississippi.
I love Jackson. I'm trying to get my son down there. If Cuz got a plug to put in, hey.
You'd be better off reaching out to Lillian.
I have no reason to defend Jackson. If anybody's willing to ask me if Jackson had cable, listen, I guarantee you I had cable before anybody on this here podcast.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
That might be. He had connections.
I don't know. When did you have it? When did you have it? Put a year to it. Let's go.
I guarantee you we had it.
Why? Did your mom work for the cable company? Why? Did your mom work for the cable company?
His mama did not work for the cable company.
My mom ain't working no damn cable company. What year did HBO come out? Look that up. Look that up.
Okay.
See, one of these days I gotta. If y'all don't know, I gotta educate y'all on how they got over on us with the cable thing, the whole cable thing.
1972.
We had cable.
In 1972.
In 1972, and I promise you, we had it. I guarantee it's before anybody else on this here podcast, including you, Mama Noise, with your little smart.
I don't know if
Uphill in Kentucky, we were still picking cotton.
We had HBO.
We don't know nothing about no HBO here in Kentucky.
Is that home box office?
Yeah, home box office.
I'm just trying to make sure, because Jay was saying.
But home box office, but still cable as we know it, I don't think evolved until like the late 70s, early 80s. Because it was satellite. You had to have the big satellite box.
It took a while to hit the black neighborhood, but it was already out.
Yeah, on the satellite.
It's true.
You forget, I grew up in the white neighborhood.
So
CJ, y'all have something in common.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, Mama Noise. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Yeah, but LeBaron didn't have 2 nannies, housekeepers.
That's true.
What?
Great point.
Oh no, I ain't had no nanny.
It's also a group.
I remember when we first got cable, and
this is why this is why he eats $500 dinners.
Oh,
I ain't on that level yet.
Uh-oh. Bum, 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 bum. Well,
I ain't never had one nanny less than one.
You couldn't have got it any faster than we got it.
Well, I remember when we got it.
Hold on, Mama, real quick. HBO came out in 72, but they didn't start distributing it publicly until 75.
That's why I said, yeah, it was the later 70s.
Yeah, 35, 76. So I'm sure it didn't hit Mississippi till at least 83.
I guarantee you we had it in 72.
Not in 72. Yeah. So let me make sure y'all understand this correctly. Y'all had cable, but not indoor toilets.
Oh.
I've never not had indoor toilet all my life. We had AC and indoor toilet.
I'm talking about Mississippi as a whole.
How much more truth do you want me to give you?
I'm talking about Mississippi as a whole.
Other people have come on and told you the story. What do you want me to say? It's the truth.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
It's not my fault I didn't suffer as a kid. It's not my fault.
You're right. Listen, you don't have to have a story. You don't have to say. That's not a requirement. You're right.
Hey, cuz you sound like me with a conversation with my wife, because she called me a little suburban boy, because she grew up in Gary and I grew up in the suburbs.
It's not our fault.
I try to tell her that too.
Your parents did well. I'm sorry, Mama, I cut you off. What was you going to say?
When we first got cable, it was right before Michael Jackson's world premiere video of Billie Jean.
Oh, wow. 84.
Yeah.
Yeah, you was late to the party.
That's facts.
Charlotte say I'm embellishing again.
I mean, that's where I was introduced. I was probably introduced to my cousins and them having cable.
Hey.
88. Damn.
I mean, I was okay.
That was just on her side of town. That wasn't.
Damn, Lord, y'all was pissing on.
Lord, y'all didn't have indoor toilets when you was a child.
We had indoor toilets. Maybe
you still running to the creek to get paid.
Maybe on Lily's part of the town it was that way, but
no, wait a minute. We do know that Lloyd and them had it because Lloyd and them had computers way before.
I was Jiffy Pop popcorn and
into your black ass was fetching a pail of water.
No, not at all.
That's where the term came from.
That's the one thing that I did have probably before most people my age was a computer.
Yeah.
See, that was Lloyd. I didn't even know you could get a computer in your house, but
yeah, man.
Yeah.
Don't tell Lloyd I said it, but that's the only reason he's my friend. he moved in 5 feet. Are you still on here, Lloyd?
Al used to come upstairs and use my computer.
So funny.
Man, I don't know how many nights we had playing that. And it wasn't long after, though. I ended up getting my own Commodore 64.
Yeah.
Hey, I passed typing class because we had a computer lab, and they introduced the computer lab, and I figured out how to copy the strokes from the girl next to me. So she was typing away, and I was like, go ahead, type on. And I got to be out of that class, and she got to be out of this class. And to this day, I can't type.
Where's Carice from?
Mississippi.
Yeah.
He's saying he need to tell you some facts about Mississippi because they didn't have no toilets inside.
Where's he from?
He telling the truth about your state.
Listen. Where is Lillian still on here?
Yeah.
While you wait for Lillian and Maurice, y'all are not the same. That is a special kind of black man right there in that screen.
Ask Lillian what year was she in Jackson?
Why you want to know that?
I think you're asking her right now.
Because I'm sure once I tell her where I live, she can back it up.
Back up what? That you was bougie?
And I wasn't using outdoor toilets.
I wouldn't. I would say you wouldn't want neither, because you no.
You don't look like you have an outdoor
He was a
toilet.
different kind of black guy.
You look like you are indoor toilet.
88. She was there in 88. Lillian, I lived in Rolling Hills off Robertson Road in 1974. We moved in Rolling Hills off Robertson Road. I lived there until we left.
Rolling Hills sounds like Bel Air.
Basically, it was Bel Air of Jackson.
Look, that sounds like a two nanny neighborhood.
Yeah. Nannies and housekeepers with
indoor. She was in Jackson. She probably knows where Rolling Hills is.
Indoor washing machines. Didn't y'all have an indoor washing machine?
Now look at what she just wrote.
Listen, we understand you was bougie. Nobody's questioning your bougie.
I'm just telling you.
Nobody's questioning your bouginess.
Oh no, you said I had outdoor toilet, and I did.
Oh, we said Mississippi.
I was lying about the cable, and I was.
It was all jokes because we knew you had starched underwear. We knew that.
Although your sock game was trash.
Starch, tidy whities.
Your sock game is trash, from what we understand. Your sock and your drawers game, according to your friends.
Well, the chemicals in the starch is what ate the holes in the drawer.
All I know is, as soon as I come to Texas, I'm going out to dinner with Cuz. That's all I know.
Let's do it. I love a good.
No, you ain't. Not before we go out to dinner with him, and we live here.
I ain't messing with Cuz, because I got a rule that if I don't cover the check, I at least have to cover the tip. So I'm not on his level. So if we not having smoked bologna at his house, I ain't going.
We got some good steak houses here. So
no, sir.
That's right.
I'm going with Cuz. I'll cover the tip. That's the discount.
That's all cover the tip.
not at the places he eat.
Hey,
that tip could be a mortgage payment.
Hey, I didn't say I was bringing the kids, Alan. Look.
I remember that dinner.
Get him, Sean. Sean said that outdoor toilet thing pissed Cuz all the way off.
No, I actually got to use the outdoor toilet. My grandmother in Raymond, Mississippi. Those of you that are from Mississippi on here, I have family in Raymond, which is where my parents are from. And I used to spend a lot of time out at grandmama's house, and we had the pot beside the bed, and we also had the outhouse. I had to go out there and slam the top twice to get them, make sure them snakes one underneath that seat.
There was usually a big stick, a branch next to the outhouse. Absolutely. And you slapped the outhouse about 3 times before you even opened that door.
Hey, look, I just took one of the cats with me.
I got it for you, Mama Noise. I got it.
Hell no, can't do that.
Hey, cuz I was always trying to be one step ahead. I just took the cats with me.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I used to go visit my grandmother in Arkansas, in the hood or the woods of Arkansas, at night I just didn't go to the bathroom. I just wasn't gonna do it. I just
oh no, it wasn't going to the bathroom at nighttime.
Yeah, I wasn't doing it.
When I went down there to Duck Hill, Mississippi, I'm telling you, I went to visit some relatives down there. I went there that one time, and when I said, "Oh, I have to go to the bathroom," and it was dark outside, she said, "Baby, that's why this white bowl with this red ring is for you to go." I said, "To go where?" And then just go ahead and put it up under the bed and put pee under the bed.
I would encourage. Go ahead.
If you gotta go, you gotta do more than just pee now. You're gonna have to go on out there. I said, nope, I can't go out there. And you tell me that it's a possibility some snakes is out there, but you want me to sit my naked tail down on the come up? Nope. I mean, that's not even a commode. I don't even know what that is.
At night, you had more issues than just snakes. It could be a raccoon out there.
Nope.
The options were plenty.
I encourage anybody that's been in the city, like I grew up in the city all my life. I encourage you to take a 24-hour journey down in the sticks of. Now you ain't even got to go as far as Mississippi.
You can go to Indiana.
You can go down to any old country town with a population less than 500.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in Kentucky, I encourage you to go down to Tompkinsville when the sun go down and it get dark outside, and you extend your arm out in front of you, and you can't see the palm of your hand.
Yeah,
you don't know dark.
But now listen,
you don't know nighttime dark until you've been in the country where ain't no street light for miles.
Yeah. Now listen, we don't have outhouses in America anymore on land, do we?
Oh, cuz take that back.
2022.
Cuz look, I ain't gonna lie to you. I went. This had to be no longer than 10 years ago. Down in Mississippi,
mm-hmm.
We went somewhere in those woods where Google told us to let them know where we were.
Future references. We will map this for you.
You start the further you went out, GPS was like recalibrate, nigga. I said recalibrate. Hey, we are recalibrating. You need to turn around.
I cannot imagine in America we don't have indoor plumbing in anywhere. Even the trailers got in. I mean, everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Cause look, there is some spots. My cousins and them down in what is that? Decatur, Alabama, and Coy, Alabama. I mean, number one, you got to drive through the trees to get to where they at.
Yeah.
And ain't no you're not connected to the city's plumbing. You connected to a hole that they done dug a trench and put their own makeshift septic tank.
Nope. Oh my God.
They just stopped killing their own food about, I would say, 5 or 6 years ago. Some of the best.
I do not believe. Now, I understand your story, but I do not believe in these United States of America there are areas that don't have indoor plumbing. I don't believe that. That's the truth.
Wow. It ain't that they ain't got indoor plumbing. The indoor plumbing ain't no better than the outdoor plumbing.
I agree to say I don't know if you've been to
Appalachia.
You haven't been to Appalachia because the Appalachia, it runs amok.
All right, here is a story from Lancaster Farming. It says outhouses remain in use in some cities and throughout the United States today. Wow. This article was written in 2015.
Yeah. I've seen in some of these places, cuz I'm telling you.
Mm.
You think I was joking, but where my cousins took us, Google checked out. We'll see y'all when y'all get back to this point.
New Mexico, but some rural cities throughout the United States still have no indoor plumbing.
Yep.
Is that indoor plumbing? When you prime the pump?
What?
Is that indoor plumbing when you prime the pump?
That's the well.
That's a well.
More than 2 million Americans still live without running water and basic indoor plumbing.
And part of that is because of the logistics that it takes to run the piping and all of that stuff through those rural areas. It's not an easy thing to do.
Now, in my travel, I will say this: in my travel, I've gone through areas of New Mexico and Arizona. Some of those Indian reservations. You talking about poverty? I can imagine some of those places probably, yeah. As I think about it, but it's still hard to imagine all these years later. People.
Some of these people don't even see themselves to be impoverished. Like they're not in poverty. It's just like that they live the way that they live, and they ain't trying to fix it. Like they literally think that we are like, you know,
I ain't got to
we're
live
the
with
strange ones.
Appalachians. I lived with Appalachians.
Wow.
I've been in and out of some hollers in Red Fox, Kentucky, and
yeah.
And I got family members that have met some white folks that ain't never seen black folks a day of their life.
Yeah. Well, cuz listen, we just have to accept the fact that Mississippi is poor.
except for Rolling Hills.
Except for Rolling Hills.
That's right.
Right.
Absolutely, Mississippi is poor. Sure it is.
Yeah, Rolling Hills is balling. Y'all balling over there.
No, not anymore. Not anymore.
Can we say Bel Air, Mississippi?
Bel Air, Mississippi.
They tore it up.
I give Mississippi credit for giving me one of the funniest experiences that I've ever had in my life. It was the very first time that I went to a place to get Chinese food and fried fish at the same time.
I don't think I would eat
right
Chinese
off
food in Mississippi.
right off of County Road. Right off of County Road.
Oh my gosh.
County Line Road, yeah. Right over there. It's this little I don't know what you call it. Because literally you can get fried catfish and you can get egg foo young on the same menu, right?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about. What's the name of that place? They closed down though. They closed down.
They must have just recently closed down, like within the last
2, 3, 4 years, maybe max.
Oh, it was some good catfish. Egg Foo Young wasn't short on nothing, but that was the first time that I seen somebody speak in Asian and Black Ebonics at the same time.
Sound like the guy doing nails the other Saturday night.
Hey, look. No, so just imagine someone, right, speaking with an Asian accent, Black Ebonics, and country all in one voice.
What part of Mississippi? Is that Ridgeland, Mississippi? Hernando?
No, that's actually close to Flowood, but it's still in Jackson. It's going out towards Flowood, Mississippi.
I don't see.
Yeah, it's like over there going toward the not too far from the mall and all of that stuff.
And Corey's, we just like messing with cuz. That's all it is.
No, what it is, Carice, I often make fun of Louisville.
Louisville.
They don't like that. They don't like that. So
Louisville.
Well, you can call it what you want. I'm just talking about how it's spelled.
You don't want me to call the crooked letter.
I loved Louisville when I was there. I loved it. I did like it. I enjoyed it.
He enjoyed it too.
Most homeless people I ever seen in my life.
Exactly.
That's because our homeless population is greater than Jackson's whole entire population.
Right down the street from downtown. My daughter was like, Daddy, where are we? Is every other home boarded up? I was like, yeah, baby, it looks like it. Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Hey, but look.
Is Flowood close to Ridgeland? So would this actually be in Ridgeland?
Close to Ridgeland, yeah.
Corey's, if we come to Mississippi, are you gonna be our tour guide? That's the real question.
Did Corey's ever say what part of Mississippi
that he's from?
I need to know what part.
Are you saying that Jay can't be our tour guide?
Sure he can.
I go to Mississippi, I go real quick and I come back out real quick. I don't stay.
Look,
they got a Whataburger.
Some of the best food that I've had to date has been Mississippi. Like hospitality wise, food wise, like I would have to say Mississippi right now. Mississippi at the top of my list. I want to go to New Orleans.
Greenville. All right.
But Mississippi is the first place where I went to a buffet and you actually sit at the table and it's buffet style. Like they bring the food to the center of the table and you eat with people you don't even know. Eat as if you're at home.
We got that at Huber, but they call it family style.
Hey, yeah. Hey, look, best food I ever had. Look, best food. I did not want to leave. And they say all you can eat, and look, they didn't know who they was talking to.
Hey, don't ignore Sean's comment. He's correct too.
Indianapolis.
Is there a lot of homeless in Indianapolis?
Indiana, period. Gary.
In any large city is going to have a lot
Gary,
of homeless
no. Stop that, because Gary, we house our homeless.
Okay, you're right. You're right.
You what?
We house our homeless.
It's not a lot of homeless in Gary because everybody left.
I was watching a YouTube video of why you don't want to move to Gary, Indiana. I just don't understand what is going on. I really sat down and was trying to watch that, trying to figure out what was the problem.
Well, the problem is whoever did that video was some I don't want to call people out their name. But
damn.
It was probably some mayonnaise driven cracker that
Don't you said you
button.
Oh my God.
That they have a vendetta and an agenda. They want Gary back, and guess who own it?
Hold on one second, LeBaron. This is all your fault, cuz. People come on this show, they're innocent. They don't have no filter. I mean, they filter.
What's his name? Minister Spoon.
Listen. He is correct. Black people own Gary, Indiana. He's correct about that.
And
is he also correct that you be spurned?
Wait for it.
I mean, I have nothing else to say. I have nothing else to say.
Hey.
The hell?
Y'all mock y'all words. LeBaron Burton said it, right? February the 22nd, 2022.
That's right. 22.
That Gary is going to be the next Mecca.
It's coming back. Correct.
Jackson coming back too?
The only problem with that statement, and I know you own different boards and you all a part of that, and I respect that, and you want to see your
here it comes.
Come back. You want to see, and he should.
Wait for it.
And he should work towards that end. But Mama knows Gary, Indiana is like that Detroit you thought you saw. Times 10.
What?
No, it ain't. No.
Stop it.
No, it ain't.
Detroit looked like somebody dropped a bomb in downtown Detroit when I went there.
Cause see, the cuz gonna make me. I already gotta go.
Hey, don't do it, LeBaron. We're taking the bait.
Look, cuz is gonna make me go out this house and walk down the street right now.
I'm just saying.
I bring up Detroit.
Between Detroit and Gary. Gary has moved a lot of the debris from the war zone. They've moved it out.
They moved the debris?
So now they just have
LeBaron.
Yeah.
Look at me. Focus on me. Don't be the hungry catfish at the bottom of the lake dangling at every hook that the fisherman to your left is putting in front of you.
Hey.
I'm trying to bait you, LB.
LB, look at me, LB.
He's trying to bait you, LB.
LB, hey, I'm not lying.
Look.
I've been to Gary.
He talking what he heard, not what he know.
Don't be the fish, LB.
I've been there. I've been to Gary.
See, that's the problem. People come to Gary, right? They come to Gary. They see 5 houses in Gary. They go see the Jackson home, right? And then they think they've been in Gary.
Gary expert.
That's because that's all you got on one street is 5 houses. That's the other vacant lots.
Hold on, cuz. So are you saying that you were not overwhelmed being from Jackson to see 5 houses on the street?
Lloyd,
I got 5 houses on the street.
Just sit back, Lloyd.
No, I'm just saying.
Just sit back,
because you're the guy that ain't seen 5 houses on the street his entire life. Talk about the city that had 5 houses on the street.
Right. Now look.
So just sit back.
I'm gonna let you know right now. I live in Horseman. Y'all can look it up. Horseman. Okay, neighborhood. Horseman community in Gary. The average home size in my neighborhood is about 3,000 square feet. All right.
That's not important.
Solid brick. I would have you look. I would have you to know. On my block right now, there is about 30 homes.
Listen.
And that was our Noise Humble Flex.
Listen.
Noise level flexing right there.
Mr. Popcorn, just like in Detroit, Michigan, they had to consolidate services because there were so many empty streets. They asked people, "Will you move back into town? Let's consolidate," because the fire department is having a hard time trying to get out to all these areas with 2 houses on the street.
Did you learn all this?
Everybody back in. Let's consolidate, and that's why.
No, our houses are 100 years old apiece. So these houses have been there and ain't going nowhere.
Cuz, did you learn all this? Hold on, cuz. Did you learn all this on your cemetery tour doing Gary?
I didn't go to a cemetery in Gary.
This is probably what they taught you.
I went by Popcorn World when I was in Gary. I went by the Jackson Home.
See, what I tell y'all, he went by the Jackson Home, which is probably one of the worst parts of Gary.
You didn't tell them about Popcorn. I went by Popcorn World too. I went by the Jackson Home and I rode through all those empty factories. I mean, it's a lot of them too, man. Now that truly is sad.
Oh, the empty factories, yeah.
That's sad. That's sad. That's hard to believe. You could tell that was a bustling. You could really truthfully, now all joking aside, you can tell that was a bustling place back in the day. But all of those factories and now they're all rusted over. Many of them are rusted over, and they're just there. That is sad to see. All joking.
Yeah. But that he's true about that with the factories and things. Yeah. But I tell you, if you want to get under the skin of the folks of Gary, the
like
Gary
he's doing right now,
the Gary Knights do what he's doing right now. Like if y'all, you know what?
Oh,
this is the perfect way for us to get a larger crowd on this live stream. It's for me to have Cuz Noise talking the way he's talking right now, and for me to cast it in some of the Gary community chats, and I think they've come. Y'all would have a bunch of Gary Knights coming to Texas.
Maybe we'll revisit that later this week.
Let me say this, and he is correct. And he is correct. And let me say this, and this I do admire. All joking aside, one of the things about a Detroit and one of the things about a Gary, those Black people are very prideful people. Because it was a system that destroyed those cities. No doubt about it.
Oh, yeah.
They refuse to allow it to die. And they're working their asses off to rebuild it. Now, that's the God honest truth. That doesn't take away from the fact that the shit is dilapidated right now. But it's the truth that they are very prideful people. And I respect that because I have so many family members up there in them neck of the woods. That's the truth.
Here you come with the net. So
he ain't never lied about that.
That's
here
the
you
truth.
come with the net. So don't.
I won't let
that's the truth. That's the
Al,
truth.
I'm not gonna let him get sucked in again. We're gonna end on a positive note. We have a young lady that is making a submission to our show today, and I want to give her time. I promised her time on our show today. Her name is Libby Dunn, and she's gonna perform for us right now. Here we go. This is Libby.
I saw this.
I think really LSU has done a great
I don't want to hear what you got to say while you take, man.
need to go about these things.
Okay, here we go.
Yes, Liv Dunn is the sort of the poster child for NIL. She's done a great job of bringing her teammates into that, and having care packages sent if she does get a deal for her teammates. She's done that on her own.
Why is he talking? Okay, there we go.
So limited to bars only last season.
How is it any better than the Black girl from UCLA?
Just flexibility. on her leaves and that leg upturn.
She got the call to Florida this week because Alona Shenikova, who's often in the all-around from LSU.
You know, this ain't what I thought it was going to be.
Double fight here. Good control on the landing. She's going to be happy with this one.
I don't know.
Sorry she has to do that ending.
That's not really better than the girl from UCLA.
Oh.
I'm trying to figure out what we was watching and what.
You was trying to compare the two?
Well, they tried to say it was a next level performance of monumental blah 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 blah.
Nope, that was clickbait.
That's all that was.
Any different than the girl from UCLA? She did a great job too.
This girl was, you can't rock like us, so don't try. Because the last gymnast I seen was crip walking.
Yeah, she was
in her dance routine.
She was killing it. So, well, now we can't even leave on a positive note. Thanks, cuz.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, look. I love Cuz Noise because we always gonna find a way to split hairs.
You got the only one.
Facts.
Oh shit.
He can't split much hair. He don't have none. Me and Cuz running on the same amount of hair right now. I actually have more because I got at least a beard. He can't even grow a beard.
Mr. Noise.
Why? Y'all know I'm telling the truth. All right, we gotta get out of here. We've had a good time. Again, happy birthday to the great LeBaron Berton.
Woo woo!
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
47 in the building. Proud to call him a brother and a friend. It's just he good people, man. He good people. He good people. He good people.
I appreciate you guys.
And then don't forget tomorrow. Tiffany's gonna fix a whole bunch of y'all lives and get y'all on the right road to recovery. And then we got a great show for you tomorrow. Cuz real quick, because we won't talk about it again till the 5, but you like the decision?
What decision? What happened, man?
Me and Al gonna be on the 5, so we're not gonna answer. But the decision with Juwan, they gave him 5 games, which essentially is the rest of the season, basically.
With the rest of the season, yeah. I mean,
Okay,
that's reasonable.
Okay, and then we are going to Jackson again, y'all, on Thursday morning. Malachi Weidman is going to join us on the show. That should be an outstanding show. The young man is going to talk about what it's like to play in prime time. Yes,
We'll ask him if they have outhouses at the university.
We will. We'll ask him if they have to split time.
No damn outhouses at Jackson State. What are you trying to say, Al B?
I mean, Deion came in and put in indoor plumbing.
That was just his suite.
Did he do that? I was gonna say, did he do that for the whole
dormitory? That was just his suite.
Did he do that for the whole state of Jackson, city of Jackson, or just? Well, we'll talk about that tomorrow.
He came in like Rodney Dangerfield in Back to School. He kind of decked out his room.
Right.
Listen, seriously, I'm glad those Wahites didn't overreact on Juwan Howard. Excuse me.
Right.
I think that I think that there was pressure on them not to overreact because we would have seen it as racial. So I'm glad they, rest of the season, 5 games, that's reasonable.
Okay.
Now, he needs to do something good with it, honestly.
Yeah. All right, people. Y'all have a good one. We'll see y'all tomorrow. And,
Lloyd.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna do a cowboy thing. Right now. I'm gonna do a cowboy thing right now. I got my Bulls.
My response in advance.
I got my Bulls hitting the finals this year.
The finals.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that.
That is very cowboy-esque, sir.
Hey, I'm just saying. I got my Bulls hitting the finals this year.
They balling.
Where are they right now?
Oh, they top of the East.
Top.
Top.
Okay.
They're number 1. and they're number one with a lot of missing pieces.
Okay. But they ain't gonna beat nobody in a 7-game series. So
that
being said,
I beg to differ.
Okay, we'll talk in.
I hope your Bulls do.
We'll talk 1st of May.
I do.
Okay.
I hope they get to play the game at Jackson State University where there is indoor plumbing. We'll see y'all.